super down for that.
I would love that. That sounds awesome. Lil, can you give me the grocery list? Ah, nice. You know what? I need to.
Oh, so I can't go penis cock shit. Fuck.
That's all you want.
Yeah, sounds great. All right, let me shoot you a quick message just so I don't, so I can do the other things and not stop and think about that because I'll lose my train of thought. It's so sad. All right, in Discord, I'll just okay.
Well, that's kind of important.
Yeah.
a little bit. I'm already, Dan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see. Look up.
Oh, look at that.
Like, already almost gone.
Jeez.
This is like 7 different hard liquors. So I'm just having this tonight. So I don't
Is that a Long
Wait a
Island?
minute. Is that the one that you had for Sunday?
Yeah, it's a citrusy one. Yeah, with a bunch of stuff.
Were down.
That sounds like a Long Island.
Count. Like,
I love
my
Long
God.
Island iced teas. Oh, damn, yeah. It's my favorite because they're so smooth. If they're done right, they're so smooth.
Vodka, cranberry, double
Sweet.
shot.
We are
Yeah,
hot.
we are hot.
We're so hot.
Following D&D campaign is rated TV MA LSVEE. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and evil player characters. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Like that.
I'm great at talking to myself.
Charlie Moss, the man who invented beer.
Yep.
Come on,
I love
just
being a fucking pirate. I love it.
There is?
Oh, I like the new overlay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm. fundraiser week. Ooh, high five.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. It's all to you good.
Right,
Ooh,
I'm
maybe
gonna
that was
lose my
stronger
ever
than I
loving
thought.
mind on this.
Mm,
Me in the eye.
Step on the gas.
There you go.
Oh,
I was waiting
no.
for it.
Just gonna let this
Dance, baby.
linger out here. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yes.
yes. Yes.
Amazing. All
Carol,
right.
fast.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let me get my notes next to my Twitch. Carol Biascans. All right. Well, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I can do tits out for the boys if you want. Hey Ed,
I
hey,
can't wait for him to
and
come back.
Horsey.
Ed!
Woo, woo. It's gonna be a fun night here.
Hello, lovelies.
So. Hello, everyone. I just have to say, I've noticed the past like week and a half, 2 weeks at least, we start out with like 12, 15 fabulous viewers in our chat. I used to joke like, oh, and now it's a reality. So thank you all.
Hey guys. Hello.
He's out. He was like, I was so excited. And then
Wait, what?
he's
I'm the
Bye,
dungeon
bitch.
master
Bye,
now.
bitch.
it's fine.
Oh,
It's back.
There
We're
he
good.
is. There
We're
he
good.
is.
Stupid phone thing. Nope. Oh, I don't even know where to. This never happens, I swear. Yeah, Discord, please. That'd be amazing. Thank you so much. But I would be face down in a ditch somewhere, no doubt.
Wow. That
I need
escalated.
constant care.
It's been 84 years.
Not that I don't like going out nights. It's been
foraging for food, people's backyards.
right. Yeah, it's not that I don't like to go out. It's that I'm not allowed out without supervision. All right, now I haven't actually read through this before, so I'm just going to do my best to see if it's or mostly bullet points. So, okay. Welcome to this fantastic fundraising week, Madbird Fundraiser 2. Be able to build a new computer for Dan, that's me, so that we can keep streams here on Twitch and and new streams and all the other fun stuff that we do and are going to be doing. And firstly, thank you all so much for everyone that has donated already. We're currently up to $621 donated. Thank you all so very much. Yes, I love it. So
Nice.
fantastic. It's so heartwarming. Yeah. So this is our fundraising week. Started last night, and it'll run through and include Sunday. This weekend's going to be a whole big bang up of all sorts of extra stuff. So let's see. Oh, look, I happened to cover that already, and I didn't look at the dot. Oops. All right, so we have all our regular scheduled programming this week, plus an extra Thursday, some extra content on Thursday, a board game night starting at 10 Eastern, and the very first official Madbird art stream on Friday starting at noon Eastern, in which Steph is it's going to be a regular weekly thing she's picking up.
Nice.
And yeah, so she's going to start with we have rewards that we'll talk about in a minute, including some giveaways for character art done by Steph and some by Vic. Vic's doing maps as well. Some other things we'll get into in a bit, but Steph's going to use that time initially to work on some of those character portraits, but it's going to include in the future fan art and such. So when you get one of those beautiful moments, you're like, we need this in fan art. We can then have some hope that we will see it done. Very exciting. Let's see. Now the weekend, let's see. Oh my gosh, yeah. When I said the weekend is big, I didn't realize it was this big. Both Saturday and Sunday, all our content is going to start at noon and run until 1 a.m. Eastern time on both Saturday
Nice.
and Sunday. We got tabletop games, some of our regular content, like Jackbox, I believe too. We may even, I think we have some truth, or may potentially some truth or truth or drink as well. So we will have a proper. I think we have the schedule. Do we have that up in our Discord? I mean, if you have a moment, you're okay. All right, thanks. Okay. Oh, so I don't know what that's like. So no, it's so true. It's so true. I didn't dig it that way. That's just a fair assessment of myself. Okay, plus, oh, right. Okay, so there's this donation. Let me see. If I do the donate command, I think it'll put a handy little link to the chart. So while we're going to have some raffles here during every regular campaign this week, each time we do something different, Jackbox or whatever, we have a raffle for that stream. Potentially two, which I'll get to in a minute. But outside of that, if anyone wants to donate directly to the PayPal link there, just leave your screen name. And there are a number of different tiers in that. I'm just going to pull up this first link here so I can kind of cover this. And just because it's really impressive, a lot of amazing things have been donated to make this happen. So if you go for direct $10, then you get a random art print thank you postcard, and that includes some different prints from our campaigns and some other fun stuff. But it's random, so you just won't know. But it'll be good. And a thank you card. $25 gets you a 5-pack of that, and you can see in the link here some of the examples down there. $50 you get from a new merch store. Madbird mug or journal in case you aren't up for coffee, whatever. Just kidding. And the 5-pack art print as well. $75 get you a custom hand-drawn map by Victoria, or a full body, full color character illustration by Steph. So both big wins depending on your needs there. If you donate 100, you get to play in a one-shot curated by me and run by me specifically around your interests and desires. And I'll say with an appropriate thing, but I'm like, I don't know how appropriate, but no. It's all for you. So that's $100 donation. 125 gets you a custom NPC with a character illustration bust to be played in the campaign of your choice. And that includes a special one-on-one chat or a small session with the DM so that they can really capture the essence of this NPC you want permanently in the world of these campaigns. $150 donation gets you that custom NPC with the character illustration bust to be played in the campaign of your choice with a one-on-one with the DM. And you also get some Madbird merch, either the mug or the Adventurer's Journal.
Nice.
$200 gets you a 1-episode guest spot on Stormfall or Cures of Men, your choice. A full body, full color character illustration by Steph. Is that by either of you? I'm not sure. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. And then, oh, right, some different Madbird merch. A Madbird t-shirt and an 18 by 24 art print from one of those beautiful posters that we've had done up. And lastly, the top tier $250 donation gets you a spot in a Madbird commercial. What's a Madbird commercial, you ask? Well, I do my filmmaking stuff, and I'm going to, you'll probably see, I have a better idea of that later in the week. Towards the end of the week, I'll probably show you an example. But it doesn't matter what your camera quality is or any of that, how far away you live. I have a lot of creative ways to make it work. There will be in some hype we'll put out for our channel. It's going to be one a month moving forward. And you'll have that and some Madbird merch, the t-shirt and the 18 by 24 art print as well. Whew. Okay, those are the big things. Those are the direct things. There's also in each stream, so tonight in Curious Lament, and each stream we do moving forward as well, you can, if you cheer 500 bits, you get a raffle ticket. So you can do this multiple times for multiple raffle tickets if you wish. And you are entered into this raffle. I better check and see, because I think we wrote it up for a little bit differently for each campaign here, so I want to make sure I get this right. Nope, not there. Maybe it's in the other document. Let's see. I'm sorry, Vic. I'm going to lean on you here in case you're...
What can I help you with?
So, the raffle with the bits where you buy the tickets, that tonight is the character digital.
Oh, yep. Let me just pull up that document super fast.
Sorry.
Speed of light. That's okay. I'm getting so much faster with this PC, guys. I'm doing
Oh, nice.
You're
welcome. I feel like you owe that to me. No, I'm just kidding.
Sure, yeah. I think Amelia is going to fight you. Yeah, okay. So tonight, for the hype train,
They grow up so fast.
Okay, fuck all of you. So for the hype train, we have a set of dice from the wonderful and gracious Melissa. She's going to give us another dice set. And your choice of the mug or the journal. We have some cool Curious Lament designs, too, if that's your fancy. And then if you do the 500 bits, 500 bits gives you a raffle ticket, and you can do that as many times as you want. We're going to do that one at the end of the night. And that one is going to get you a full character bust drawing, a custom drawing by myself. So it'll be sort of that more Disney-esque style, because that's my drawing style. And then if we happen to have more hype trains, we have additional prizes at the giveaways as part of that. But let's just get through the first couple, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. And just because I'm sorry, just to clarify, the hype train part is if we get a hype train, there's a second giveaway outside of the raffle tickets where everyone active in chat is entered. And then you can, it'll be rolled to see who gets that for a prize. So there's some good prizes, especially if you're looking for that beautiful character art or amazing dice set from Melissa with some merch, the journal or mug. It pays to pay. I know that sounds terrible. Anyway, thank you all so much for your support. Either way, hopefully some of these things are tampered.
Come on, guys. You know you want this.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Oh, final thing that we should mention, Dan, is that the retweet of the tweet? Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yes. So as the tweet goes out here, which I'll do right now, for those retweeting it, retweet it with the hashtag MadBirdFam, F-A-M, like family. And whomever ends up with the most retweets from that, is that how we're doing it? Or the most retweets from that? Whoever does the most retweets
throughout the week
at the end of the week gets a special prize, which we will go into a little bit, I think, later in the week. More on what that is. So hit that up. That's juicy. Okay. Oh, all right. Thank you. So that's all of our hype stuff. I honestly will try to do a little better on Stormfall about making that concise. But thank you all again for your consideration and your care and all that you've donated thus far and all that you All right, well, let's get underway, huh? We've got some crazy, crazy madness here in Gears of Men tonight. Whew! The crew was preparing to move on from the Feywild here as they accomplished their mission. They're getting a good night's rest, of course. It's just a fantastic night of sleep, only to find some trouble in the halls of Moonstone Keep. Some people spotted a few things as they were walking around. Evie and Thaxl followed a shadow, I think, somewhere, a sound or a shadow. And Marcon and Mavriel separately did until the two groups met one another and pursued things in their own direction. Just as Thaxl and Evie just went back to the dining hall and discovered Kianava's plate being just slovenly slapped down with silverware and food, like she just left it all of a sudden. Kianava bamped back to this plane, having been, banished temporarily for that minute. Long enough, apparently, for a shadow of some sort that Marcon and Mavriel saw tracked down to the Queen's chambers as they opened up the door and found a large amount of darkness and smoke in the room, and a shadowy figure across the other side of the room over by the window, with the Queen's arm just slumped off the side of the bed with a fair bit of blood trickling down off her arm and hand onto the floor. And gosh, I guess that's where we'll pick up. I'm going to say, let's just to build a touch more of that excitement, I'm going to jump back to Evie and Thaxl to let them sort of work with Kianava and build up to meeting back up with them too. So, take it away.
Oh, yeah. We should go. Right? We should go. Because if I'm still talking to Kianava, right?
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
To the Queen. The Queen.
Yeah.
She doof, does that bamp step across the room.
So not cool. I can't do that. And I run.
Okay. Evie, are you running along with Thaxl following Kianava?
Might as well.
Okay. With a cool pirate cape sort of behind you. Following along.
In the wind.
Nice. You see Kianava can only do that thunder steppy thing, that misstep so many times where she reaches the other side of the cafeteria and then just has to run, but it's almost more like she's gliding along the floor than running. She's taking the steps with this sort of extra slide to it. And she continues to do so, leaning forward in a wind sprite sort of form, and heading up the stairs. The two of you run through the halls. You see some people opening up their doors as they hear a ruckus of all of you running down the hallways. Huh? What? You head up the stairs up to the hallway, and before you get there, because for timing wise, there's probably at least a minute or a minute before you get there, I'll jump back over to Mavriel and Marcon. What happened upon this?
Okay.
Well, that's not good.
Yes. Is there a body, Dan?
Yeah, do you want to? So first there's like a smoky figure over by the window that looks like it's ready to pop out and jump out the window.
Still in the. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I?
But you do see the body.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Marcon, if you have something. I'm looking at my spells right now.
I'm actually looking at my spells too.
Sorry. Dan, you were telling us. Didn't expect you to come on. Yeah.
That's so many times.
I guess because it'll happen so fast. I guess. Can I cast Fairy Fire in that corner at them?
Yeah. Oh, juicy.
Yeah. So she's just gonna pull out a little bit of glitter and throw it in the corner.
How far away is the figure?
Maybe like 15, 18 feet.
18 feet.
Max 18.
Marcon's gonna open his mouth and spit acid at the figure. It's dirty.
Nice. Okay, so this dust comes out, and this acid is spit From your mouth. What does this thing have to do? Save wise.
It's a dex saving throw of 15.
And does Fairy Fire have a save or no?
It does. It's also a dex save.
Oh, okay. Well. Okay. So it got what would that be? That would be a 7 for the Fairy Fire.
Oh yeah.
And an 18 for the acid.
Oh, okay. So the acid misses. The DC was 15.
Okay. But you spit it, it's still like really cool, and it seeps some of the fabric in the area, and you see it kind of dodge out of the way a little bit, but it runs right into where Maeve had thrown the fairy dust out, and now it has a very distinct glow around sort of a formless figure.
Okay. Marcon's gonna try and get over there and attack it, like as fast as he can. So he's gonna rush over there, and try and attempt to like hit the figure.
All right. So I'm going to say about you bolt over to small room, so you're over there at the same time as it's just taking a flying leap out the window. So you're going to get an attack in as it can't get out of the window fast enough. So go ahead and make an attack if
At advantage.
with advantage.
With advantage. Okay. Can I cast inflict wounds?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Okay. Because it's a hit. For inflict wounds. So. Okay, so does does a 28 hit?
Yes, that's safely hits.
Okay. And it's 3d10, so.
Ooh, juicy.
And it's a 3d10 necrotic damage. So
okay. Oh, juicy. Oh, necrotic. Interesting. Okay.
9, 14. So it's 20 damage.
Okay. So you reach out and while you can't quite grab its form, it has this smoky form. There's some meat that you grab to inflict the wounds, but it also kind of passes through a bit. It feels like it doesn't do as much damage as your necrotic damage typically does. Like it may have some resilience against it.
Okay.
But you do see a bunch of the smoky bits of its what was smoky and fluid kind of crumples up and congeals into little clumps as this necrotic damage just starts killing this bit of the creature. Falls down to the ground, and it just out the window.
How far is the drop? I
think it's about an 80-foot drop, 85-foot drop.
Whoa,
Do you watch what it does? You see it like out of the first part.
Yeah. I'm gonna rush up to the window and then look to see where it goes.
Okay. It falls, and maybe about 10 feet before it hits the ground, and appears across the courtyard.
Okay.
It bamps away and then appears there, and it's running down those steps, the long ass winding steps around Stone Keep.
Okay, Maeve, can you bamf us to the courtyard? They just ran in there. Mark will say very hurriedly.
If you just as a note, you would have like an action to do something to Maeve during that time in case you're also near the body of the queen, in case you want to do that.
Victoria?
I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean you. No, I just because we don't have staff, I've got to keep track.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
No, that's okay. One more time. I'm sorry.
So Mark went over, inflicted wounds as it leapt out the window. It fell, and then just before it hit the ground, it bamfed across the courtyard about 300 feet by the stairs to run down. But in the time that Markon ran over to attack it, you also have a turn, an action.
Okay.
So you're near like 5 feet away from the queen here, in case you want to do anything with that or something different.
Okay, and it's moving away, right?
Yeah, it's running down that twisting stairwell currently.
Yeah, I saw the figure go into the courtyard. Like it.
So it's in the courtyard right now, 300 feet away.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's actually like the very other end of the courtyard, starting down the stairs. It's gonna fall out of sight real soon.
Okay. And I can have a free action really fast to ask Marcon a question, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You've got a whole turn to do something.
Okay.
So
Do we
Okay.
pursue?
Marcon's gonna look at the window and be like, at this point, I think they're gone. I don't think we're gonna be able to catch them.
Okay.
They're like way too far ahead.
Okay, so
Unless you can get 300 feet like away from you.
I mean, I can get over there, but then I'll be on my own. Man, I've already cast so many spells. No, we'll just let him go. Who cares? Who cares? I'll go up to the queen and see how she is doing.
Yeah, I'll go up there with Maeve to see if
And if I need to cast any healing.
Yeah.
okay, go ahead and so you can either do a perception check or you can do medicine check if you want to specifically
Jeez, what am I good at? Let's
Sheila.
find out. Investigation or medicine? Oh, we're gonna medicine check this, baby. Yeah, 16 plus 5, so 21. Did I math that right? 21? Yes, 21.
Oh, damn. Okay. The Queen Alindra, after spending so much time grinding up through the patriarchy and building this kingdom and living her life for her servants, now lays in bed, almost dead, but not dead. Hold slow. She needs stabilization pretty soon, or she'll pass.
Okay.
I can use lay on hands, so you don't have to burn another.
That's fine. Yeah, if you want to do that really fast, just to stabilize her.
Marcon will lay on hands there for. Let me see how much I got. The pool. Oh shit, I got a lot. I'll do it for. I'll do it for 10 HP.
Okay.
Yeah.
She kind of wakes, gurgles, and throws up all this blood and mucus that had been collecting in her lungs. You hear footsteps in the hall approaching behind you at fast pace. You two want to do anything as you hear these footfalls approaching?
Marcon's gonna continue to hover over her like he's doing more stabilization just in case they come in there with some bullshit. He's gonna be like, look, I'm over the queen.
Awesome. And outside, of course, you see. Outside Thaxl, Evie, but Kinava in front is leading the charge as the three of them are heading down that hallway to her room that's at the end of it.
Did the shadowy figure leave anything behind, like any pieces and stuff that I might have been able to tear off, or?
You can make an investigation check to see if there's anything that it left behind. I mean, it has the clumpy grossness that was once part of its body, the congealed mass that fell off.
Okay.
But you can also do an investigation check to see if it dropped anything in the process. You clearly caught it, right after it attacked, or she'd probably be dead.
That was an nat 20.
There you go.
For 20, because I have a
Get
+0 in investigation.
Let's see. With a 20, it hasn't left anything behind. This is part of it. It's sort of you would recognize a professional, of course, Marcon, when you saw that. But there's something about its form, the scent that it leaves behind, that smoky, partially ethereal business, that reminds you very much of that vague movement you saw in the darkness at the gala.
Oh, okay, I got you. So they're either they're probably an assassin, for sure. Actually, they're for sure an assassin. They weren't very good at their job though, because she's still alive. So. All right. Marcon will relay a bit of that information from what he was able to glean from the corner of the window that they hopped out to Maeve. Just as like, hey, like just like what they left behind. He's just like, yeah, this person is a professional, but you know, and he'll look at me, but like they're not good enough because she's still alive.
Wow.
Kinava person. Oh, Queen. Yeah, she rushes over. Allie, I know, and starts to heal a little bit, prop her up on her bed, back against the headboard, pillows behind, and put some healing in. As Evie and Thaxl, you rush in, I'm assuming anyway, you're welcome to. You've reached the room. Would you like to head in? Okay.
Yeah, head in. Everyone gets the action but me? Hell no.
I mean, you could have
see-
just gone to the brothel with us.
Nope.
Really could have.
Taken.
Would have so much fun.
So do I see that she, or what am I seeing as I run in?
You see Kinava dumping some healing into Alindra. Huge open wound torn through. You can see like part of this, the skin of the ribs. The right breast is cut open here, and part of the chest. You can see a little bit of the rib where it's, the left rather, where it's tried to go into the heart. Just interrupted by Mavriel and Marcon's quick action. The wound is slowly healing up a bit. You see Marcon over by the window. He's looked out and then turned and clearly just said something to Mavriel, who's near-ish the body, as Kinava pushes by to help Alindra there.
Oh, okay, cool. Seeing that Kinava pretty much has a queen, like she doesn't need me, I go over to Marcon and like, what the fuck happened?
We came in here. She was laid out on the bed, and then we saw her attacker on the bed. I attempted to stop the attacker. I was able to get a little flesh off of them. But other than that, they dipped across the courtyard. They're gone now.
How? What do they look like?
I didn't get a good look. They're a very shadowy figure.
Yes.
Like, and I try to like describe like my experience with shadowy stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like, since I've seen it before. Was it like this?
Can I roll a history check to see if I remember or whatever I would have to do to remember? Because I think you just gave me the description of like a kind of gaseous like dark form. That's really all I could tell you as far as they look like. Yeah.
Secrets.
Anything you wanna
Share?
let us know?
Yeah.
It. So, that could have been Nobella.
The queen?
She's not a queen. She's a bitch.
I mean,
She's
she
a bitch,
kind of.
bitch,
I
bitch.
mean, she
You
kind
can
of is
be
a queen. Though.
both.
You can be both. Yeah.
No,
Not
I'm
mutually
both.
exclusive.
Precious iron.
Evie's just gonna side-eye Thaxl. Evie's just gonna side-eye Thaxl as that's being said. Like,
I'm a legit queen. No, it's just Nobella. She has this thing that she does that she can be all smoky and shit. And I'm pretty sure if that's kind of what you saw, like how I'm describing it, it was probably her trying to come kill the queen.
Marcon's
a chance, love.
Marcon's eyes is gonna light up.
Moron.
Oh, that's another contract right there.
This
Or
is where we can
something
find
we
And-
don't want to step in.
Oh, I mean, look,
We was this.
we we could probably get back.
Closer than.
I was the closest. Technically, Thaxl was the closest.
Closest to what?
Huh? To
her?
Nobella, yeah.
This is why, love, you would never make a good queen.
Well, I'm distracted by hype trains. Choo choo,
What?
motherfuckers. I look out and I'm like, oh,
Oh my
fuck, the
God.
train's still going.
That was great. That threw me
Axel's
off.
back. Sorry.
Get it together.
Out of
Oh,
all
I'm trying-
time.
I know we're in the Feywild, but there are no trains here.
I'm sorry. Listening.
I don't even know what a train is.
I saw it
Oh,
once.
you run one of those on. Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Oh! Choo-choo.
I know that kind of train.
Oh, well, the
Yeah.
same thing, just more colorful.
you said you run one of those.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's so awesome.
We played the TVMA, didn't we?
Yes.
We did not.
Yes, we
not.
did. Yeah, we did.
We
Yeah.
I
did?
played it at the
Oh,
very
okay.
beginning. Yeah.
That is
Okay,
No one
okay.
was in chat to see it. No one had the
Oh,
warning.
that
It
okay.
happened
Then
now.
I'm
We're
okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm the one taking crazy pills.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
But yes, no, we should kill a bitch. This could be our chance.
Should we ask our nearly dead friend here
I
what
fucking
she
kill
wants
you
to do?
now. Ugh. You are infuriating.
Me? I'm a goddamn delight. I'm gonna turn over to Kianava and ask her if this is who I think it is. Would the queen be a little more open to the idea of negotiating some sort of a contract that my friend Maeve over here can, like, I don't know, like, make sure all the T's are crossed and bullshit, and we could go kill her?
Kinava did just save her life. I mean,
You are quite the piece of shit.
I mean, and look, we're able to get closer. We can do it again.
I mean,
Only this time for murdery.
I should have done it when I had the chance.
Let me eat her eyeballs, please.
I almost did.
Let me stay the night as you intended, and let me heal the queen, and we will speak. I'll present this to her. And she seems like mostly out of it, like Queen Elindra. Perhaps so. You could see some anger, like. So, Thaxl, you know that Keenan could probably just go kill her herself. So she's like, perhaps so. But politically, she can't.
Exactly. So it's just like, look,
that
that does. We have no political stakes in this at all.
I ran nothing left to lose.
Yeah.
Can I go up a little bit closer to Kianava? Not so much. I mean, I don't care if anyone hears, but she's lowering her voice just a little bit.
Okay.
And kind of speaking just to Kianava's ear.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen what I can do. Let us help you. It would be my honor to go kill her. For you. Whatever deal you want to cut, I don't care. Let me do this for your friend. And I'm going to, at the same time, lay a hand on the queen's shoulder, whatever is there, and cast healing. Wait. Healing word at 4th level. For some extra
nice.
healing.
Ooh, you pump that in there. Whew.
Let me do this for you. It will be my honor as your newly crowned queen. Not this. Not. You get it. You get it.
Yes. Yes, I believe I can convince her. Would any of you consider, with compensation, of course,
Oh, that's all you
keeping
have.
patrol tonight?
Absolutely.
I need to double the guard or triple it, and thank you. We'll make sure you get 1,000 gold apiece, and for any of you that are willing to patrol tonight and miss out on, I know you miss out on rest, but please.
I understand your concern, and yeah, I'll do it for 1,000 gold. That sounds hard. That sounds about right.
She reaches into a pouch in her hand and counts out the platinum. Boom, gives it to Marcon. Okay, boom, sees Thaxl with her.
Sweet.
Boom. and gives it to Evie, drink, and looks at Maeve to see if she's. So, actually, she knows your position too here, so she's gonna be a little less expectant of expecting you to go for that. I understand if it's not in your purview.
My new friends are going. I'll go, but I don't want your blood money.
Oh, I'll take hers.
I was about to say we can set that up.
Oh, you. I'm gonna like start pushing against Thaxl.
That's not how this works. And she'll kind of eye each of them.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Definitely
I'm sorry.
take a share if she doesn't want it. I will house that gold.
How much platinum did we get?
No.
I mean, what is it? It's 1,000 gold and platinum's 10, so
100?
100 platinum.
100?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's a
Thank
drop in the bucket. You don't need the extra.
I do.
Use it for something good, and she'll kind of like sneer at Kianaba.
Ooh.
It's okay. I'm indebted to Kinaba for like the rest of my life. It's fine. So, anyways.
I want a new necklace.
Shopping?
Nice.
Okay. Where do you want us then?
Life from you.
Patrol that gets the first floor, second floor, third floor, and the courtyard. Any rotation, we'll have guards there. I'll be doubling now, tripling overnight.
Do you have anyone that can like search around the courtyard specifically, like and the trail leading out of her window into the courtyard? Because I saw them, they might have dropped something important. I don't know. Maybe you have guys that people that could help you out with that sort of thing. To snoop out wise, because I saw them going off in that direction.
Oh, thank you. Some others rush in. Some servants are up to the door. She calls for some healers, and as they arrive, if you're all still there, she's gonna go on her own thing to go find that person. And Maeve, may I ask, just so I can better understand the role play, make sure I'm not missing anything, the where Maeve's reaction comes from with the blood money and such, or is that not for on-stream consumption? Sorry.
I will give a partial. Just uninterested in the money of that particular, nobility. Put it that way.
Gotcha. Yep. Cool. Thank you. All right. Yes, and so you're all able to. For anyone that's doing that, you'll end up with a point of exhaustion in the morning, unless you end up wanting to sleep during the day tomorrow, by staying up and patrolling. All of you can make a perception check. Not Maeve, but the other two. Have you?
Yes.
Oh, Maeve will still help them. She just was not going to do it for money.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Look at you.
I see you.
Well, it doesn't help. I rolled a nat 1. So much
It's
for
okay.
that.
I got you, boo. I got you.
Wow.
And my perception is so good.
Mine wasn't that bad. I rolled a 18.
Okay.
I got 13.
Evie? Okay. Thaxl?
28.
I got a 14 with that nat 1.
Okay.
Oh
My
wow!
eyes are so.
Yeah.
Thaxl's so
Jeez.
on guard and alert right now because she wants to kill a bitch.
Money is Marcon's motivator. That is why he
I was
is
gonna
focused.
say, you don't
Yeah,
get
I'm paid right
It's
now.
revenge.
She's
Peasants.
saving up for something else.
Nice. So great. Yeah, you all find that there really isn't much else going on tonight. It seemed to be like the element of surprise is gone.
Yeah.
And there aren't going to be any others. And Mark, and you kind of expected that. Yeah, I know how this goes. I just need to roll for Kianaba, see if we can find this one. Sucks.
Evie's just like randomly singing because she's so fucking bored.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's a cold, starry night, and there's really nothing going on aside from some people, intense guards running around doing things.
Can at some point, can Mavriel kind of like walk up behind Evie, and she won't say anything. If she's sneaky enough, she'll just pull a little bit of honey-colored powder and blow it her direction and keep walking.
Ooh, are you gonna be keeping an eye out, Evie, or are you like so bored?
Oh, she's about to start tripping.
I'm gonna be so bored because
Oh,
let's roll
nice.
with this. Let's roll with this. Okay. Let's do this.
So this is one where, so I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, Vic.
Yes.
If you feel the sensation starting to come on of like an ecstasy thing, but do you fight that, or are you like, ooh, and just like let into it? It is out of the blue.
I mean, she's gonna pause for a second and be like, "What the hell is going on?" and fight it maybe for like the first 5 minutes, and then be like, "Okay, like there's nothing I can do."
Is there a save that she can make?
It's
made? That's
not a
awesome.
save. It works like sleep. So I would roll.
Oh, right. That's right. I'm sorry.
So
Yeah.
if she starts to, if she resists in the beginning, then then I will roll the d8s.
This would
and
be
it's a
against how many hit
fuck
points you have.
ton, yeah, it's a fuck ton of d8s. because I'm-
Whatever.
Where are
I like my hit points.
Okay.
I love that.
Nice.
You. But I love my hit points.
Oh.
And then it's how many? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8.
I thought I heard
Oh shit, we got jumpers.
Dropping all those dice.
Oh no. Get back and get over here.
Get over
Scorpion.
here. 10,
Yeah.
20, 30.
That's good coffee, but I need to start drinking.
40, 50, 60,
Oh, jeez.
70, 78 hit points. Probably doesn't hit her. I didn't roll as well as I'd hoped.
Oh, is that enough? Is that more than your total HP, Edie? 78?
No.
Right, you've got a lot of it. Okay.
She's a blood
Yeah,
hunter.
okay. So you fight it, but if do you give in after a few minutes?
After the first couple of minutes, for
It's
sure.
gonna last 16 minutes, so.
Ah, okay. So you got 11 minutes out of that of pure ecstasy. Whatever things that bring you the most, joy and peace and straight up ecstasy. And I think it's focused on ecstasy, though, right? It's like,
Oh God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are there
wherever you're
rose bushes
standing-
and stuff? Are there like rose bushes and stuff
Yeah, sure.
in the
It's plenty of,
courtyard or wherever?
around.
Like she's gonna
Mhm.
like start picking all the flowers and like putting them, piling them up high, and just start picking them, like all the flowers.
That's awesome. A couple guards.
Just running around singing pirate shanties.
Evie, who are you patrolling with?
Myself, love.
Oh, okay. No, like, okay.
I mean, it's,
Mm,
we
go
didn't really talk about partnering up, so.
Right.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, you're fine.
I went off
Running
my
around
own
high
way.
as a kite. And it's all fun again.
What-
We done it, girl.
What do you do like after the 11 minutes wears off and you start coming down from the side back to like, and you find yourself. So the thing is, you don't really recall much of that time in ecstasy. So you just sort of kind of come down from the high and you're like, wait, what are all these flowers doing?
She's just gonna look around and be like,
Nice side off screen laugh. That's awesome.
Don't be
Okay.
suspicious. Don't be
Don't be-
suspicious.
I love it.
I don't know what happened to you.
Well, the castle remains, the keep remains safe for the night. Morning comes, still starry night. It's always night, obviously, you never know. But that time comes around when you see a changing of the guard, and you're relieved by different guards will come up and tell each of you that the shift effectively is over. as you return into the castle, if that's where you're heading, you'll see that there's many more guards posted now in the hallways and entrances and points of ingress and egress and such. So there's breakfast being served, a small breakfast, and it's actually being done in the kitchen at this point that you're invited to. So a personalized one where Kianava sits. If anyone's joined a call, you're all called there, but it's up to you what you want to do. What would you all like to do? Is you're called and beckoned there?
Oh, Marcon's definitely gonna want to hear what she has to say, so he's gonna go get some breakfast as well.
Okay.
Me too.
Maybe we'll join.
Wait, food?
It's fresh. I mean, you can watch the chefs prepare it in here, and they're coming over taking orders. So it's really a filling breakfast. You all sit down. Okay. Yeah.
Eyeballs with like meat, like garnishing on like a garnish, like meat as the garnish for the eyeballs. Yeah.
Right. All right. You get that same sous chef. Right. Okay. Yes. So and he spits out some ideas, like spitballing with you.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yes, my liege, and he, says in a silly manner, knowing that you're a queen now, and goes around the same for everyone else. Like, and what can I? Anything you want? I'm sure I can get it done here. And gets whatever orders you have in mind.
Dave, to be a smartass, will order something obnoxious that's clearly from the Unseelie court.
Yes. Oh, and that.
Maybe the douche.
Certainly, yes. This is a challenge, and I will rise to it. Yes. Yes. You seem like, oh, okay. And he goes off and prepares as best he can. It's not up to your standards, but it's pretty good.
It's winter. It's winter Maeve. She's kind of an icy bitch. Oh no, Dan.
Oh, Dan.
Daniel.
Oh no.
Daniel's
It's okay. It's okay.
He'll come
He'll
back.
just come back, and all the cameras will be fixed.
Yeah, this is why we.
By the way, Vic, I said that with total love for your character. 'Cause
I
love the way that Winter Maeve is.
I love Winter.
Yes, and she's gonna get more and more bitchy the longer we're here, so we might need to
again.
Scoot soon.
Hey.
I was Dan for 2 seconds.
Oh, you
felt
the power.
I had everything in my hand, all the power, and then I lost it.
10 million
was
platinum.
Yes,
just as soon as it arrived. Yeah.
You get 10 million.
We won
platinum, and
D&D.
you get platinum.
We won D&D. Everyone is level 20.
It's amazing. So Kianava settles in. Yes, it's diplomatic word to Queen Nobella's court, and as well as information gathering assets. Of course, naturally, she has declined to comment on anything that happened, aside from insisting she had nothing to do with it. Now, I think that we here at this table all know better. If you'll excuse us, she says back to the chefs, and they, and they shut heat down and head out of the room. Doors close, and you kind of recognize now it's actually a pretty sturdy, secure room. There's just the 2 doors in and out, and it's all heavy stone with some brick laying for the fireplaces, some of the fireplaces to cook in and such.
Oi.
Yes.
That was anticlimactic. Eggs. Sausage. Bacon. I don't know what accent I'm doing tonight.
You fine.
And some eyeballs.
Why the fuck would you have eyeballs?
I don't know. You're a pirate. You have weird taste too.
Mommy's weird taste.
Wait, do you eat beans in the morning?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you better not be
I'm
eating
getting
meat.
like the meatiest breakfast ever.
Speaking
Nice.
of full English, duh. So there are beans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Because she
just
said
try one.
bangers. I was just like, you eating beans too?
Yep.
Ew.
Bangers and mash.
For breakfast.
Bacon, sausage, eggs,
Oh, do you want to at least try one?
a big
Marcon's getting the meat platter as well.
fat cup of ale.
Just try one. I dare
The,
you.
Shut
Um,
up, you. And she's pointing at Marcon.
Dare you.
What
Just
is
to
the
eat
what is the
one.
equivalent of coffee in the Feywild? Is it
Oh,
coffee?
there's coffee here. It actually has a bit of a tang to it. Not spicy, but there's a bit of a tang to it. So it's definitely different than the prime
Oh, nice.
coffee.
Marco
There's like a nice.
definitely
Okay, cool. So they get, before the servants leave, they get you all hooked up with. They leave the whole percolator of coffee and the ale for Evie and all the food, and there's just a spread on the table now in front of you before they head out. And Kianavo continues. However, our intelligence gathering has discovered that she has promptly left the Feywild last night. Retains her role and position, of course, but she fled back to apparently to the Prime. There's a city where I believe I met, near where I met, she looks at Thaxl, on the same continent that I met you initially. It's off on the western coast.
I can't believe I just did that.
What was the name?
Sandguard.
No, that's I believe we met there as well. That's in the northeastern section. This is a rather wealthy town.
Well, on
to
the
west.
other
Yes.
side. Well, there's Ikram.
Yes, it had canalways and such.
Wait, you think that she went back to Ikram?
Yes, our intelligence says that she's headed there in an attempt to procure, amongst other things. But we're not sure what she needs there. But we do understand that she intends to procure a ship from the port far off to the west there, and set sail somewhere.
That's easy.
Not if I can help it.
Thaxl.
We may be too late.
No, we're not.
She'll pause as she hears Maeve speak.
I'm just gonna sort of like half whisper to Thaxl. We'll need to warn your friends when I go see them later.
In the tower?
Mm-hmm.
Are we splitting?
Briefly.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm not gonna leave you here. The trouble you would get into. I need my world intact.
No!
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about all three of you together.
What am I gonna do?
And I love
Like,
trouble, but y'all are a bunch of trouble.
really?
Yeah. But to
We're
your
gonna
point-
we're gonna protect the queen.
How about this? Because obviously my sending stone went to Stormfall, right?
Why? What the fuck is Stormfall?
I don't know. You're a bunch of losers. Anyways.
Oh,
I'm kidding. Oh my
I don't know what
god.
that nose.
Devanya and
Did you guys
Evie
hear
is
that
like,
noise?
I can't.
What was that fucking noise?
God, Tasha, don't. That was hilarious.
Shots fired.
Shots fucking fired. They're gonna
Wow.
oh, that's
I
right.
was trying
Melissa's
to
in
stay in
store.
roleplay.
No, that's why
That was great.
Axel said it, not me.
No, that's great. That's great. So like,
So I was just like nodding my head in agreement as Evie, because like,
Yeah, sure.
I'm
I don't know
I'll do
if
it.
I'd
I'll
say
do it.
fuck them, but I would just say that, they're a bit too trusting, right?
They're goody two shoes, but
Yeah.
Caitlin's all right. She's a badass, and she's like the only. Well, no, there was that one guy. Something.
Galathor. I cannot forget his name because
Galaf. Yes.
What
he
kind of a name is Galathor?
well, a bit of a smarmy
don't know.
one, but he
But he
did
gave me-
come in a pinch. Yes.
He gave me stuff, and now we're cool. So, yes. Anyways, we gotta go meet them.
Pussies?
Huh? No.
A band
We just keep running into them, or I do. It's like a
Yeah.
thing. Anyways, that's where Aga is currently, is with them. But we're supposed to like meet them, or like Maeve's supposed to meet them to go like help their pixie or whatever because it's dying.
fucking hate pixies.
Oh really?
Really.
I don't have any. I think I had experience with one pixie like a long time ago. Anyways, so I can. I have a contact in Ikram. I can give him a heads up.
Will you get to the point, love?
That was why I directed it back to Ikram. If you would just let me fucking do it.
You know, it sits back, yeah.
I am surrounded by idiots.
Marco's gonna look at Maeve and be like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Keep on sipping.
I can't do the scar like eyebrow thing.
I have a contact in Ikram. I can send a message to hopefully delay whatever this bitch, and maybe she won't run off and we can go. We should travel to Ikram.
Can we find out where the ship is going first?
Oh, yes! I have a scry thing that I've never done.
Oh, fantastic.
I know ships better than
find-
you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course you would have the superior knowledge of ships. I'm just curious. I've known several ships to depart out of Ikram. Just curious where this one's headed.
Oh, I just want to visit it. I have a
This
base
isn't
there.
a vacation.
Well,
Oh,
it is a lovely city. I have to tell you, Evie. Last time I was there, I just had the most fantastic time. The canals are beautiful. The bars are top notch. Great time.
It's great.
Brothels?
It's lovely. Oh,
I
absolutely.
have a room there.
When do we leave?
Soon. I would like to.
I think we should probably get some rest too after the patrol we did.
Well, yes.
It's probably for the best. I think we eat, we go to sleep, and then when we had no sleep, then we leave. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little exhausted. A little tired.
She's likely already procured a ship or will soon.
Well, do you...
So resting first is probably for the best.
Sure. Thaxl, though, do you have a way of finding out which ship she's on before we rest?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Yes, I've never done this before,
Hmm.
so I need space.
Do you need a little help? And she'll, like, pull out her little glitter bag.
Nice.
It's not the honey colored.
What does it do? I don't like glitter.
Oh,
Asha doesn't like glitter.
it's
Maybe
green.
you're
That's
just gonna shovel her food and then
Let's
go
see.
find a place
What does
to
this one
sleep.
do?
Hina was just going to add, well, we don't have any permanent way, a spot to return you to the Prime on that continent. There is a particular forest that overlaps a portion of the forest there at the Prime.
I'm familiar.
Oh, I see.
Actually, you like trees and stuff, right?
Oh, I love trees. You can't go on a different plane, though. I've done that once. It did not end well for anybody. We almost died.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
No, I'm not doing that again.
All right, I won't use glitter. I'll use... It's not glitter. It's crushed
Sparkles?
gems. Is that okay?
Yes!
Okay.
Shower me with gems.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but right before she does her scrying, she'll she'll just cast protection from evil and good on her, just to make sure she feels a little bit more safe in her, just kind of sprinkle it around her.
You feel a certain barrier, sense of safety. So, sprinkle on with Mave magic. All right. And so, what are you?
Maybe just
You're
likes to
scrying?
cover people in powder.
It's like I'm telling you, she's doing the assault thing on everybody.
Yes.
Mavriel's powder bay. That's amazing.
Well, it's canon now.
Yay!
So wait, does she just blow it in people's faces, or do you just like LeBron it up like that?
It depends on the spell, Marcon.
Oh, okay.
That's part of the somatic component.
Damn.
Some of it's like a flower girl.
She's gonna teach you today.
Some of it is like LeBron. Yeah, we got it.
I like Winter Maeve.
Well, this is all the babes, but yes.
So she's in crisscross applesauce on the floor, and takes. She takes the what did Rhea gave her I think it was a cup.
It's a cup.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
I mean, I don't know.
So you're going to try and scry? Oh yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Don't make that joke. I swear to God.
What the spoon in the bowl?
Don't.
I have a scrying pep cup.
Yeah.
That's what Rhea gave me according to my notes. Okay, so she's gonna take it from her bag.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
And she's gonna set it in front of her and focus. It takes 10 minutes. She casts scry to hone in on Novella.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is an item from Nobella.
No, the components
Oh, you're
for the
using
spell.
the thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need anything from them to scry in them, or you need to know them, right? And you know
I
them,
need
so.
to. Let's see.
I think you can know of them. I mean, it's not just, but it helps. It makes it easier if you know who they are and have seen them and are familiar with them.
So the target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it.
Okay.
If it knows they're casting this spell, it can fail, but...
Oh, okay. All right. So you cast the spell, and what were you saying? You kind of meditate?
Meditating, focusing on the hatred that I have for this ghosty bitch.
Nice.
And my desire to get back into Ikram, too.
Oh, right. Okay. You channel through. Now, she has a lot of arcane prowess, however, she rolled a 2. So, even with her modifier, which is pretty healthy, it won't come near your DC for that. So, that uses your regular casting modifier, right? Wisdom or whatever. So it's probably like 18.
18, yeah. But
okay, yeah. Yep. Don't touch it. Even if it was 15, wouldn't touch it. So, your mind, everything's black as you've closed your eyes, and little dancing pricks of light start to appear in your vision, and you feel yourself drawn, almost like a jerk to your physical form as you're drawn into this imagery in your mind's eye, and you are rushing over. You are zoomed way out over the entire continent of Vossarel. You see the lightning through the clouds and the storms off of its western coast. You're approaching from the south here, and you even see a few of those big swells of water. Those freaky monsters. You see little dots in the water here and there of boats that are sailing about, and you get closer still, and you find yourself soaring over the landscape. So it's actually interesting that you've done this, because you see that probably about almost 80% of a continent is now covered in shadow rot as you fly over forests and over cities. You come up through the snow, and you see a bunch of just this like black ash on the rests on the snow. It's taking place in the snow, and some of it bubbles and pops with some kind of gross, almost slime that's covering 80% of the continent as you soar across. It's getting more and more concentrated closer to get to that tower that you engaged with, where the fabric between those two planes, the Shadowfell and this, was very thin, or it seemed like the Shadowfell anyway. And it's a different site altogether. Everything looks very different. And Ikram is it's in the 20% that has been hurt as you zoom over things. But you again kind of notice Pele as you're zooming way down, and that's covered in rot all the way out almost to Port Estalanu. It's just a very outer perimeter, almost a coastline that's remained untouched by this now. You zip forward into and over Ikram and past, takes a sharp turn like you're flying off to the west. Let's see, it's morning time, so you're actually just in the very distant, you zoom in on a boat, and in the very, very distance behind the boat, you can see maybe Ikram, a port, and perhaps some of the buildings of Ikram with the estate you know so well, the mafia estate, up at the top of the hill. They're very prominent in the city. And you see Novella in this Ormia form, standing on the front of the ship. She's walking up towards the very front of the ship on the deck. She's barking orders at people, and you actually see her in her swashbuckling gear, as that was her class beforehand. And she's barking orders and shouting, to directions. She walks up towards the very front of the boat and grabs onto one of the ropes, and just looks over out at the sea, and is scanning the sea currently just off the port of the city there. You do catch her looking sort of up, almost locking eyes with where you are receiving. It vamps out. You're back in here. The smell of bacon filling your nostrils, and raw fish or whatever you're eating.
Did I catch a name of the ship?
That's an excellent question. Just kidding. Let's see. The Renald. R-E-N-A-L-D. Mm-hmm.
Wait,
R-E-N-A-L-D.
That sounds familiar for some reason. Why does that sound familiar? That sounds familiar. Okay, she, without even thinking, she's going to immediately take out her sending stone and send a message to Tassos.
Okay.
This is urgent. This is the 51, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This is urgent. Stop the Renald ship. Woman trying to escape. Try killing Fae Queen. Need her locked up. Name is Nobella. Rima. Looks like a swashbuckler. Please help me. Yes, I love you.
Aww. Let's see. A few minutes go by. So if you have anything else you want to role play in the meantime, we'll do that. Otherwise, you'll get a response. So does anyone want to do anything? As you snap back, you send that, you pull out your sending stone, you send that message. You're all sitting about the table.
Babe is really close to her face. Did you find out where she is? Where she's going?
I don't know where she's going. She's on a ship called the Renald. I sent a message to a contact in Ikram. Hopefully they can reach her before it departs. Yeah, and if they can't get a hold of her, I know they have a really awesome dungeon type torturing place, and I also have a basilisk there that we can use. to torture.
I recall, if you remember before we No, we didn't. Nope, that was Rhea.
Nope, that was Rhea.
I was like,
Rhea.
shit. Nope. Stop.
Nope. But he's pretty cute, and his name is Oliver. And I also have an owl. I have a menagerie of, like, animals.
Sweet.
You left the owl back at that estate, right? Or do you have that with you? Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I left it because we were going places.
I'm just going to scrooch Horatio's little chin.
I miss my baby.
Stormfall's coming through. I see. Okay, I see.
Nice.
Clicked in my head. Okay.
So you get a message, Thaxl, a reply from Tassos. Understood. I'll lead a ship myself. A fast ship. We'll pursue him. We'll bring her back. Hold her in the dungeon.
Yes.
Does that mean I'll get to see that beautiful face of yours soon?
Yes, baby.
P.S. I love you too. Always. And with that, for anyone that feels like they need to throw up in the bathroom, we'll take our bio break. Just kidding. I love it. So not everyone appreciates it.
I missed it.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. So for anyone who
His
doesn't
accent
know,
killed me.
That's a long story.
I missed that.
I'll tell you that story later.
All right. So for anyone who doesn't know, we take like a 10-minute bio break. I'm going to finish off my drink here, make some coffee. And however, during this break, stick around because we're going to do our raffle release here for the hype train. Thank you all so much. You're all so amazing making that hype train happen. Congrats. And that was, oh my gosh. With the timers and everything they implement, it's like. So this is going to be for, I'm so sorry. Vic, I know it's
Melissa's dice, and then it's going to be either a mug or a journal, Madbird mug or journal. So.
Nice. Oh, the Adventurer's Journal. Yep, your choice. So we'll do that shortly here. I'm going to give everyone, I'm going to go get my stuff set, and then I'll come back. We'll run this first raffle. And all right, we'll catch you all in about 10 minutes. Yay! We'll keep our mics hot, I think.
So hot.
Yeah, me's hot. Or half a tick, right? Oh, that's just me.
How long have y'all known each other?
Oh my gosh, wow, this drink. I guess I'll just cover this up. Not that it matters. I got distracted 80 times, so I don't know. I'm starting to slur. And your asses. What is that chat for you? Share and chat. Comment below. What's the thing you want people to know? Oh no, it's loud. Okay. Chickadee check in. Victoria, Lady Victoria. Did you know your music was loud? Okay, I'm going to stir my coffee, which I've recently come to find that I understand is loud. I didn't think it was loud, oh, I have things to drink. Oh my gosh. Three, so I was like, oh, babe, can you? Sorry, apparently the BRB music. How do we say it? Loud. Hey.
It was like loud.
Yeah, I think it keeps resetting on me. Every time OBS like
Yeah. OBS is soft.
Can you just like
Drop the poo comments.
shut up? Go home, Dan. Go to bed, Dan. Go to bed.
You can't make me water.
keep turning it down.
Are you probably good then. I think, Ed, does that sound better? Oh, right, you can't hear us.
It's still pretty loud.
It's still pretty loud.
Really? That is so crazy. Look, I brought it down to like halfway. I don't know. Let me just try transitioning again.
It's so strange, isn't it?
I know.
I'm sure it's an OBS thing, like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to make this louder than it actually is.
Yeah. Pain in my ass, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to best F with these people trying to make it work. Stream 1/4 volume, can kind of hear you all in the background. Oh, okay.
Like, my levels are, like, we're not even getting close to yellow. Like, not even getting close to yellow.
Oh, really?
For here.
That's so weird,
for the
isn't
music,
it?
yeah. Well,
You're just like,
Let's check out its vibe.
Bad vibe.
What the fuck is that? Let's check out its vibe. Bad vibe.
okay. Okay. Oh, and of course, Twitch chat decided to be a little bitch and fuck right off. Okay. I just want to eat my pizza before we go live
What kind of
again.
pizza is it?
Oh, it's sad little tombstone pizza. I know.
You sing so ghetto.
No!
I was like, Melissa.
Damn,
No!
bro.
No! It's so
hardcore
good though. I'm
cut. That's
sorry. I
deep
had
cut.
a mouthful of food.
That's
God
ghetto.
damn it, Dan.
God, it's like when Tasha's mic cut out on Sunday, and it sounded like she's like, "I'm gonna go take a shit." And so, what was she? Oh, I'm gonna go take a shower, is what she meant to say.
Oh. Oh, that's amazing. Steph. Oh, Steph, are we not running things right?
Suck it, Steph. I love you.
We never run things right, Steph. Don't you know this by now? Never.
Look, chat was really quiet tonight. We needed to wake him the fuck up.
Yeah. Wake up. I don't know any lyrics. Sorry. I don't know lyrics to any song, so another fun thing about me living with me is I'll just like and like make up words to lyrics and I cannot remember them. Yeah, it apparently drives people nuts. If you're gonna sing it, freaking learn the words.
Oh, my husband does
I
this
can't
thing
do
where he
it.
makes terrible parodies of songs, like things that
Yes.
no person should ever say aloud. They're awful.
Yes, it's
Awful.
awesome. Perfect. This possibly
You should make a CD. I totally buy it.
Oh. That kind of CD. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's already on an FBI watch list somewhere. For the shit. I mean, I'm there with him, you know, together. Together we are. I know you're listening. I hope you enjoy it.
Or we have like a personal concert in real life. Come and visit.
Yes.
Awesome.
Now, Vic, did you want to? I don't know if you had that thing up and running from the get-go. Do you want to run the giveaway for our lovely hype train raffle? Or
Oh
would
gosh.
you like me to?
I can. Let's see here. Oh, I'm gonna bring us live because the video is finished.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes, look at our beautiful faces. Look
Should
upon them
transition.
and
Look upon us and
Damn it.
weep.
Son of a fuck. Okay. Alright. Victoria and OBS, we are not pals tonight. Let's
yeah,
try
OBS is
it.
being a stanky hoe tonight.
I
right?
know.
Like, I'm gonna give it to you, but it's not gonna be easy. I'm just gonna make it difficult.
Fucking pain in the ass. Okay, so all I have to
Thank
do
you,
is hit
asshole.
roll with it. Because it'll just be
Oh yeah.
anyone that's been active, right?
Yeah, I should show a whole list on the left of everybody active that's been active, and then you can hit roll it,
Oh, wait.
roll that beautiful bean footage.
It
and
says
it'll put
0
chat.
eligible users for some reason.
Oh, okay, that's okay. I have. Of course, I just closed it. Crap.
Hold on,
Hang
I
on.
just put. I have it selected on active user, but on the left it says.
Do eeny, meeny, miny, mo when in doubt.
It like this has to be open at the beginning of the stream, and then it'll collect it throughout the entire thing.
I had it. Yeah, I had it open all night.
Oh, okay.
It's so weird.
That's so weird. All right,
I mean,
but that's okay. If I can always do it, or
Yeah.
if you want.
I mean, I can try hitting the button, but I don't think it's gonna do anything.
Okay.
You hit it wrong then.
That's right. Yep, there are no eligible users to win. I don't know why, because I had it open the whole time. Whatever. All right, you'll have to do
Are
it.
you not, Steph? Why on earth are you not modded? What the fork?
Steph's modded.
She's
Oh yeah,
modded.
she is.
Yeah,
Why
she's
is
modded.
Nightbot's
Yes.
like
Do you
Yeah,
need
she's definitely
glasses?
modded. Yeah.
it pulled her into the queue? That's so weird. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So let's see. This is for the digital, color digital bust.
No,
card? That
this is
called?
not. No.
color.
This is for the dice and the
Ah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that drink's like kicked in about 10 minutes, 20 minutes ago. Okay, all right. Clickety clack, clickety smack. Okay.
Clickety smack
beep,
that
beep,
ass.
beep. Yeah. Not regular smack. Clickety smack.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Figure it
awesome.
out.
I want to put together like a post like, are you, no, never mind. It's too terrible. Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
Good job.
No. It's like so inappropriate.
No, just
I
for
just
chat.
had a thought earlier. Yeah, like, I'm like, that'd make a funny like a little meme here.
Okay, Dan, let's go
okay.
first.
All right, click, and the winner is. Oh, the Kilted Viking.
Oh.
Hey!
Hooray!
Yeah.
Awesome.
You did
How
it.
exciting! Congrats, Kilted Viking.
Piece dice set.
You did it.
Woo!
Yes. A 14-piece dice set. Oh, that beautiful crystal one, like a Gwyneth Paltrow
It's
crystal.
clear with rainbow glitter and black ink.
Nice, beautiful.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
And a D2.
we'll send you your options here, but it's you can let me know whether it's whether you would prefer a Madbird fluffy mug or an adventurer's journal. Lined paper, adventurer's journal, solid bound. And we'll go from there. Yeah. So the Kilted Viking, if you would kindly, let me just put my social stuff in here. Of course, anyone that wants to follow me, that'd be cool. But if you want to reach out to me, you can hit me up here, of course, Kilted Viking, or on Twitter, or right in Discord. I think we're in Discord. I'm trying to think now. If it's,
He's in Discord.
yeah, right?
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Chat's been talking
Yeah,
about
for anyone-
cookies, and so I had to grab a cookie.
Oh my gosh! I just ate the last cookie I made the other day, or Lily made the other day.
I got Oreos.
Sorry.
I made brownies.
Man, you guys gotta
Wait. Are they like?
You guys gotta stop. I'm so hungry right now.
Oh.
I'm trying not to eat late. You guys
Oh
gotta,
no!
wish.
Sorry,
You better get yourself a snack or something.
you guys gotta stop. I don't have shit.
DoorDash some jambalaya.
Because I'm so lazy. I need to go grocery shopping.
No, I made
Sorry.
gluten-free brownies, not
Oh.
brownies.
Oh, not special product brownies.
But
And there are some
kidding.
good
I'm just kidding.
gluten-free stuff.
I found a really good mix, y'all, and it's so great and it's so yummy. And oh my god, I've already
Nice.
had like half the pan.
Mhm.
Oh, that's sweet.
Now, Tasha, do you like your brownies dense or like fluffy? This apparently means fluffy, or a ball scratch. I don't know.
It's so fluffy.
I don't like them gooey. I don't like them all that gooey. I do like them. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm
don't
with you,
care. I
Steph.
just eat them.
I love brownies.
If they're in my mouth, I'm happy. Yeah. Nice.
It's
That's
my
half the porn
favorite.
industry. Nice.
Shut
Okay.
Steph, me too.
Oh,
We
we
need
got
chat.
them dense. Nice.
Dan.
Okay,
We're
corner
getting
brownies
so
or
much
center? So
Center.
salty. I always take everything like 3 steps too far. Yeah, I'm terrible. But the big question is corner brownies or center brownies.
Oh,
Thaxl.
corner.
Center brownies.
Center.
Mark on it?
Center.
Fuck you,
Corner,
Marcos.
yeah, corner for
Center.
sure.
Center.
I will fight you on it.
Give me that
Center.
corner. I need
I love
that.
the
Center.
No.
I need that crunchiness. Yeah, I need that crust.
Ugh. You're the animals that made that pan that was just crust brownies. Ugh.
Oh man,
No.
That'd be so fire. Oh my god,
Oh
yes.
man.
Oh man, that'd be so good.
That's
I know what to
amazing.
get you for a white elephant gift now.
I'll eat it. That's not a white elephant
Nice.
gift for me.
Oh, that's
good right
awesome.
there. I'll take that down.
I've tried that one. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Sword Thief. Oh, we love you, Sword Thief. Yay! Thank you for putting up with my well, me in general, whether I'm drunk or not. I'm sort of a doofus, so thank you. But you still like us. B. That's my jam. That's my mood.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Stonewall Kitchen? What's this, Steph? Tell us
We're
more.
talking about brownies
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and gluten-free shit because our stuff.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail it. So I'm sure you were talking about something important before I walked up and said,
Yes.
Dan just
Very
sits there
important.
and talks about porn like he doesn't even.
Yes, yes. Ah, the good old days. No, just kidding. All right. The previous job.
Do you have an
All right. So again, just a huge thank you to viewers for making that that hype train happen. That was phenomenal. It's super stressful because they put those time limits on it, but so fantastic. You came through, and all that's going to this amazing computer fund. Will be that part will be updated in our bar for the next stream because that takes a little time to calculate. We have things that go out in school, of course, as well. But so appreciated, so very appreciated. And for everyone that's entering the raffles so far with their 500-bit donations, I'm super stoked. That is the digital character bust, character bust color.
And as Steph pointed out, I'm not just drawing you boobs. I'm gonna draw you the top half. Steph, she's like, do we need to explain to them that it's not just you drawing boobs? I'm like, is that what I'm known for? Is that why?
But if you want really highly detailed boobs,
yes,
we could probably.
Look, I've drawn a few busty characters, so.
Literally.
That's what you're looking for.
I need hair around the nipple, please.
Oh, you'd be the one that asked for 3 boobs.
3.
Oh, like total recall.
Yes.
Triple
Sign me up, yeah.
So I would like that triple nipple special.
Oh my
We'll call it
God. What is happening? From brownies to boobs to hairy nipples to 3 boobs. I don't know what's happening.
Okay. Anyway, where were we?
Toss that salad, baby.
No, quit it! God damn it! I'm leaving.
No, you aren't.
Come on! Oh, I don't even remember where the. Oh, right, Kinava, right. So
My
the
work here is
scrying,
done.
Kinava's like, you know what? I've talked to Alindra. And we can't, she's not up for making a direct move on Alindra, nothing that could be tied back to us, but we would certainly like to offer our support, perhaps a few more finances to support your endeavor. We did hear word, and we thought this might be helpful, of the, she turns to Evie. We did hear word on the location of your ship.
I'm listening.
Wonderful. It's also on the, well, in the same area of the Prime. However, it's on a continent called Rehorix. Rehazix. Yes, that's it. Rehazix. It's an echo. Rehazix. And the current owner has procured it from another owner, who's procured it from another owner. It's a long line of change since you've had it. However, I'm sure you're fully capable of laying claim to your ship.
Aye.
I can give you the name of the port, and certainly if you wish to transport there first, rather than Varsarel, there we do have a portal, and we could make that happen.
I have the name of the port.
Well, it's in the kingdom of, oh crap, is it Lipit? No, it's the D&D Discord kingdom, and I can't think of the name of the, because brain doesn't
You
want
can
to work
just
right
look
now.
at it after stream.
Thanks.
It's okay.
Blah 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 kingdom. Yes, you'll. We have a portal in a very forest that borders the Prime there. It's outside a small town that you could find some lodgings in and rest should you wish to before heading forth to the port. It is currently docked at the port and apparently seems to be for at least the next week. There's some shore leave from those. It's a group of pirates that currently lays claim to your ship. They have stationed themselves a bit, looking, they believe, as intel suggests, they're looking to set up shop at this port and run it as their own. So that your ship should be there for at least a week, if not much longer.
So if they put a hole in my ship.
Mom.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, if you all wish to rest for the day to recover, and simply find me when you're done, we'll take you to the teleportation room and guide you to whichever continent you wish to get to. I can send you to the forest, which overlaps Barcerel, or I can send you directly to a teleportation circle in the bordering city between the Fae and Haste.
I'll step out for a minute at some point. But I don't think that changes anything for us. In fact, Marcon.
Yes.
Remind me, I'm so forgetful. Did you give me that key?
I sure did.
Great. Fantastic.
Because I and this is what I said verbatim. You're more responsible than I am, and I gave you the key.
Remember.
I'd probably lose it.
Nice.
Or forget that I have it as well. So.
Okay. Well, I have to go help Thaxl's friends at some point, and then.
I don't know. No. I wish to return to Lindra's side and ensure that her care is going well. But I will send the chefs back in. Please take care of yourselves. Fill your bellies and rest as you need, and find me when you're ready to teleport. And thank you again for all of you. I think I should mention I believe we can procure at least another 3,000 gold apiece to help you in your endeavor to hunt down the Lindra. Please see to it, though. Simply a verbal promise, but it would mean a great deal to me. She looks at Thaxl, as one bound to this contract anyway. And as a not directly from Akiri, but from me. If you wish to destroy this queen, I would be much obliged.
Your will is my command.
That's all you had to say.
Rest well. Find me when you're ready. She stands up and walks that sweet booty out of the room. But she's not diminished to that booty. She's also an amazing person. Just to clarify.
Thank you, Dan.
I'm gonna look through my little satchel of poisons that I keep switching back, like from Nobella to Rhea to Rhea to Nobella, like, damn it. Oh wait, but I did get new poisons from the queen. I don't know. I mean, I know we'll get to it later, but anyways, she's trying to like figure out which poisons are gonna work the best.
Juicy.
Is she just doing that out in the open?
Yeah.
While she's doing that, Maeve will come and sit down next to her. Kind of watch her until she actually acknowledges that she's sitting there.
Yes.
Thaxl, I am not, nor do I ever wish to be, your mother, but would you permit me an opportunity to give you some I guess, an unsolicited observation.
If you promise never to ask to be my mommy again.
Oh, to be clear, I said I don't ever want to be.
I'm just saying that was no.
Okay.
But yes, you may continue.
All right. Just trying to make it very clear my stance.
Okay, cool.
Actually, before I give you my observation, can I ask, how long do lizard folk live?
Good question.
It's D&D.
It's
D&D Beyond.
I know and we mature, and that's about it.
Nice.
So we tend to live, you know, a certain amount of years.
Mm-hmm. You can just say enter time here. There is no way compared to an elf that it's very long at all.
I mean, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. They rarely live longer than 60 years.
Oh, that's sad.
But we reach maturity around age 14. Oh, that's a lie. It was 20.
Don't tell Derek. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, God.
That came out my bag.
Jesus.
If you watch Sunday night stream, you'll get it.
Oh, I know.
Out of
Watch
context,
Sunday
that's
night
probably
stream,
pretty
but
bad.
dear God, Dan.
Oh, my God. I'm going to try and have this moment with Sasha, and you're talking about...
Sorry.
Oh wow. Oh.
High number, like 18.
I need a drink.
Is that a high number to you?
14 is not.
Oh,
Although
that's
some
amazing.
people in Kentucky think it is, but I digress.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that's a high number. So, oh, God. Okay. Okay, let me collect.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Wow.
So you said 60.
Rarely, but it has been known.
That is barely any time at all. I have seen you bickering with, well, quite a few people. Most recently, Evie. And, I don't know, you seem to hold revenge in your heart for so many people. And you're focusing all of your energies and talents into this, what seemingly is short-term goals. And I think it's a bit of a waste, really. Honestly, Thaxl, revenge and money, they're the problems of common people.
I mean, I have money. I'm married into wealth. I mean, shit.
Oh, well, that's good to know. But
Did we all hear that?
marriage,
Holy fuck.
marriage, just like, I don't know.
Well, bring us us to
I put it in my mind. Keep moving. Just like a, I don't know, belief in the gods, putting your trust in government, in the nobility. I don't know. It's shaky. You are such an interesting individual. I really think you need to think bigger, or you'll never achieve any of your goals. Never achieve real power. Look, if you refocus your efforts in amassing true power, then your enemies are going to come to you.
So what you're saying is, since I'm already a queen and have a mafia at my back and make myself a little more well-known with all of that, the enemies will come to me and then I can kill them. Right?
Essentially, except I'm going to caution you. There is fragility in that title. You just saw one queen almost assassinate another. Titles don't protect you. Money doesn't protect you. The only thing that gives you power is power. I think you keep... Look, this woman's a bitch, all right? I don't like her. I don't like her, and I want to warn your friends about her, and I agree, but she has the power in this situation right now because we are chasing her. You are more important than just some hired mercenary.
I resent that if I heard it.
This is a one-on-one I mean, you know, you'd have to really be,
okay.
yeah. She's trying to, like, have this conversation with just Thaxl, but...
Okay.
Message you on Discord. Dan.
Oh, okay.
I mean... I just want you to think about it. The most powerful entities in any of the planes, do they go out and do the dirty work? Or do they let people bring the dirty work to them?
So I hear you with Novella. Totally makes sense, right?
Hmm.
Rhea, I can lure back.
Yeah, this Rhea, look, I don't know what happened, but same thing. It sounds like she's the one in the position of power because she's waiting for you to come to her. Wouldn't you rather have it be the... wouldn't you rather it be reversed?
I have plans.
Force her hand. Make her come to you.
I mean, I could do that.
I'm just saying. Don't put a lot of stock in this crown that this queen that you barely know gave you. I know you really love it, but it can be taken away as easily. But they can't take away what you can do.
I just like having a crown.
Oh, sweetheart, I get it. You've seen me in my spring form. That shit is all crown. I mean, it's a flower crown, but still.
Oh, look, my skull has a flower.
Yep, see?
Oh, nice!
Look.
I mean...
I just want to help you. I lived more than 2 lifetimes of your folk.
Yeah, that's a lot. So, what would you do about angels, particularly one's named McGregor? Are you familiar with that one?
Not that one in particular, no. But
Damn it.
that doesn't mean we can't become acquainted. I think there are ways to lure anyone in.
I've been hunting them for so long.
I know. And it's wearing you down, isn't it? You're not going to have any fun if you're doing that. You live maybe 60 years. Do you really want to waste most of your life running after other people?
I mean, I've done 13 years of it so far, and it seems to be, you know, I've met some people. I've had an epic love.
Obviously, you married them. Well, I'm assuming that's the same one.
Oh, did I say that out loud? Shit.
Evie's just gonna roll her eyes.
Did I say that out loud?
I can tell there's a lot of fun in you. I'm sorry, Thaxl, I didn't hear that.
A goddamn delight.
Oh, fantastic. That's what we need. Look, you can tell Evie's going to be a lot of fun. Even Marcon will open up after the job's done.
Oh yeah, they're cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let them hang out and stay around. And Aga told me to be on my best behavior, whatever that meant.
Aga is...
You better tread lightly.
Drained by his upbringing.
Oh yes, and that much we can agree upon. Yes.
Yes.
But you know, weirdly enough, he's been giving me talks, like heart-to-heart talks, and this is kind of weirding me out. So, are y'all like ganging up on me? Trying to like make me a better person or something?
Please, I have nothing against Aga, but our methods are very polar opposite, I would say.
Oh, good, because he tells me to like keep my emotions in check, and that's all I got from our talks.
I mean, it's important on occasion, but know when to release your emotions. But quite frankly, no. I'd rather just be myself.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go draw some dicks on stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
She plugs her.
after I go visit your friends, because it sounded like it was urgent. I don't want to put it off. How do I do this? How do I use this key? I don't remember.
That's right. So you're going to take a key, that key, and you're going to stick it in a door.
Any door?
And then any door
Fantastic.
that you know.
Okay.
Yep. And then you just walk on through and be like, hey, Pixie, come back to life. Boom, boom. And then you come back. Right?
Yeah.
And tell, can you give Aga a message?
Sure.
When are you leaving?
Oh, I
Let
don't
me
know.
think about this. Oh, so I probably come with this message now. Tell him I like miss him and shit. But like, don't make it sound sappy. Be like,
Get
she
your ass
misses-
home.
Yes. Yeah. Be like that.
Yeah. I've got it.
Okay.
Got you.
And just make sure that he's okay. If there's a cut on him anywhere, let me know so I can go like fuck up the
I
job.
remember his face was kind of already cut already.
That's already done. But like any new that like that new group that he's been hanging out with has done to him, let me know because Kayla and I had a deal. And I need to know if she keeps her promises.
Thanks. I don't think you have to worry about them. They are powerful, but they're I don't think they have it in them.
Well, you just promised he'd be back.
Of course.
In one piece.
Okay. You got it.
So.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your poison organization.
Oh, it's fine. Here's my list. Like, these are for McGregor. These were for Revis, but now they're marked for Rhea. And then I have this little section over here. I can't really decide which one to use for Mabella yet, but they're going to be used on her. And then there's, like, some other ones I'm kind of toying with, like, trying to, like, make up the poisons and shit. And this little section over here is for healing potions to kind of counteract that. And then you do it again, and then it's just, oh, my God, it's so much fun.
Fun. I will say...
I know how to do both.
Lists sounds like Aga. I think you will know in the moment exactly which one to use.
Can you make a perception check for me, Thaxl? Sorry, as you're kind of scanning your poisons and stuff.
Sorry, what kind of a check?
Perceptione.
She's gonna use a luck point because that did not go.
Okay.
Oh, better. Nat 20, so a 30.
Oh, okay. You're sort of scanning poison stuff, and as you look over, you catch Evie's hand really close to one of your poisons.
I take my dagger out, and I'm not hitting her, but I'm going to slam it in between her hand and the poison. You know, if you wanted to look, you could just ask, but these are mine.
What makes you think I was looking, love?
Were you trying to take
I was
it?
just adding a little bit of spice.
These are my collection. These are my precious items. These are my precious.
Well, you have them out in the open and you suck at it. Too busy talking. Yeah.
My eye on you. Did you want one?
No.
Here, I take this one, and it's like a standard poison that she's had been sipping from. Do you want some? And she's gonna take a little bit, so she's still trying to build up her tolerance.
Nice. Make a con save.
Why you do that?
Oh, 7.
Oh my god.
Okay, that didn't settle as well as the last one did.
What is wrong with you? Why would you drink that?
Honey.
Oh, don't you honey me. Honey.
Okay, darling. That sounded weird too.
Evie.
Evie.
Thank you.
Evie.
I had to correct you before.
I know. Yeah, I'm terrible at names.
It happened
I'm
the third
try-
time.
I'm trying to do better, okay?
Thank you.
But what you do, if my specialty is poisons, right?
Okay.
And if you want to poison your victims,
Right.
you don't want them to use poison against you. So you start building up a tolerance to it. So they can't use your own weapon back on you.
Right.
Brilliant. So if I don't have poison, I have my dagger at least, and I can just, prick my finger or whatever and get poison that way. And it's a smart thing.
True.
So do you want some?
Well, I mean, I'll give you that. Yeah, sure. Sure, love.
Go little.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about me. I'm not gonna start it right now. I need to sleep first.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh, but I do have something for you.
Oh, presents.
She'll hand you a mutagen. It makes your presence known as soon as you walk into a room.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
It makes you alluring. Alluring, love. Makes your presence known to everyone in the room. And I know who you are, and they'll treat you with respect.
Like I'm a queen?
Aye.
Oh, fuck yes. I'm gonna save this for when we try to track Novella, because I think we should make a stop at Ikram.
Of course. All right. Good. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go sleep now. I'm tired.
Can I insight check her to see if she just gave me something
Sure.
ridiculous?
Yeah, go ahead and insight. And if you have anything to roll against that, Evie, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you're welcome to proceed however you feel.
It's just a vial of pee.
That's like piss. Tastes like piss.
Yes, we need to. 27 insight.
What do I need to roll?
Well, if you're trying to deceive her at all, it would be deception. If you're not, you could roll perception. Just
I mean,
have
she
something to roll.
basically said
That's
the
okay.
truth.
Yeah, then you can just say that.
Yeah. She told the truth.
Okay.
It makes you more alluring to other people. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then Evie's gonna find a place to go to sleep and just crash and pass the fuck out. For a while.
Okay.
Thaxl probably needs to sleep too.
Yeah, you're all pretty tired. You have a point of exhaustion. You need a good 8 hours of rest to clear that.
Before I sleep...
Mark?
Oh, go ahead. Do
Yeah.
Marcon first.
I just wanted to check in. Yeah, Marcon, are you hanging about the tables or anything that you'd like to do at the table, or would you like to rest? What would you like to do?
I think after Marcon eats, he's gonna kind of like get up, like stretch out a little bit. He's gonna let everyone else like have their heart to hearts, but he's actually just gonna go to sleep. He's pretty tired.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Neat. So you'll clear off that point of exhaustion, and Maeve.
Okay, so Maeve will just, before she goes to sleep, she's going to go find a door that she's familiar with, if she understands appropriately how the key works.
To add to how the key works, once you use a door, you'll always be able to use it from the tower in the future.
Okay, great.
So whichever door you select, that's the one you'll always be able to come back to. Add to your catalog.
Just out of curiosity, I feel like it wouldn't work that way, but Maeve's just thinking hard before she does this. It wouldn't work on the door to her magnificent mansion, would it?
I mean, you could certainly try it.
Do I have that? I know I have it prepared, but do I have that? Yeah, because I've got it. Might as well try it. If it doesn't work, I'll use a regular door. Okay. Yeah. She'll take the 10 minutes or whatever it is to cast Magnificent Mansion.
Okay. The door, beautiful door, whatever you like it to look like, with a nice arched boop.
It's beautiful double doors. Sorry, here I am. I'm with you. Yep, double doors. They're like wood carved with like crazy flowers and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You set those. You insert the key. Can you roll a percentile die for me?
Yeah. Let me find my die. Oh, I don't have that up here. I'll use fancy die to do it. Fancy. I'm so fancy. You really know. Okay, well, it's probably not great. It's an 8.
Ooh, below 10. Okay. Roll another percentile die for me to see how this goes, if you would.
I'll do a different set because that set was. Here we go. We'll get the big boys out. 98.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. 10% or 10 and below was a fail because you're doing like an extra dimensional space to an extra dimensional space. And it could have been catastrophic. Catastrophic.
Yeah.
Is the word.
Okay.
But the 98%, anywhere from 6 to 10% was going to be like a reroll to see where it goes. You manage it. It just happens, this is fate, right? You put the key in, and it feels a little bit wonky. Some vibrations, and then the vibrations stop. You swing open the door, and as you enter, the magnificent mansion. There's a door adjacent inside one of the rooms that was created that's wide open, and on the other side of that doorway, open doorway, you see the tower. Okay. The room inside has a door to the tower.
I say a prayer to myself, thanking myself for not fucking that up. And as I walk through the door to the tower, she would just stick her hand in her little satchel and touch that doll that was left. And cast invisibility on it.
Awesome. Disappears.
And then pull it out so that it's attached to her on the outside somewhere, but not in a way that it looks like it's creasing her dress or anything.
Okay.
And then
and of course Mort and everything that happens to her, they approach.
And then she'll make sure Aga knows to does he look like he's taken any damage? Just so I can let Thaxl know.
Mort? Who?
No, Aga. Thaxl had asked.
Since you're in the tower, Aga didn't come. He stayed in the keep and he's working on his his project.
So it was just Mort.
Mort, Sam, Mort, Aaron and who was the other person? It wasn't. I don't think it was Kaylin. It was some third person. My brain is not clicking into gears right now.
Okay. Then
Blueberry. Blueberry's the other person. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Steph. Blueberry.
Okay. Well, if Kaylin's not there, then pleasantries. Let me fix your friend.
Works like here's my thing.
On her way out, she'll say goodbye to each of them. And when she gets to Aaronwyn, she will try and sneak the doll into Aaronwyn's bag.
You know what? Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check with advantage, and if it's higher than passive perception, we'll just let that happen. It's advantage because it's invisible, and you're just sort of. She's very eager to ask you whatever. I forget what she asked.
Okay. I go on there as if I have Fantasy Grounds up, and I don't. I'm glad that I had advantage because that would not have been good. Okay, so that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it would be a 24 sleight of hand check.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Invisible doll snuck into Erinwin's bag. Perfect. And you have little Callie, the pixie, very lethargic and sick. And so far, you've been able to do just the basic assessment. The fact that she was bound to a weapon for so long, who knows how many centuries or so it seemed. That's how they reported it. And then her not being able to return to the Fae automatically is a problem. You're not sure where that comes from, but you're pretty sure that's why she's sick, not being able to just, her connection seems to be weak or almost all but severed to the Feywild. So you offered to bring her back. Well, happen to be in the Feywild right now, and
Poor thing.
there's something we can do.
Yes. All right. Well, she'll bid her adieus and go back, and she'll tell the little pixie, I haven't slept, so we can step through this door and go through to the Feywild, but I can't protect you there until I have. And I've already got my mansion set up, so I might just sleep in here first. But then in the morning, is that okay?
I'm sleepy too, so that's good. Thank you.
Okay. And I'll have the mansion create like a little little hanging nest for them in her room.
She loves it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And that's all of 5 minutes and you're back. So do you want to rest after that?
Yeah. She'll rest. And she'll rest in the mansion since it's already made.
Right. Okay. That thing you just said? Cool.
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry. Thaxl, are you sleeping as well? All right. Everyone gets a good day sleep in.
Yes.
Blackout curtains.
What?
The doll.
Look, not my problem. I wanted to put it on Kaylin, but Kaylin's not there, so.
Great, though.
Did you say anything to the doll? Like, go find Kaylin when you get over there?
Well, I probably would have told it that, Kaylin helped find you, so.
Oh, God.
Why don't you visit Kaylin for a little bit?
I love it. Awesome. You're all able to get a good day rest in. Be all right, and Tassos can't send a follow-up until the next day. So it's a day's sleep. You're recharged. You've lost your point of exhaustion. You rest, a full rest, so everything's recovered. HP spells, all that. And it's probably like evening time. Like you can smell dinner sort of being prepared, and there's a little bit of hunger settling in some of your stomachs. You find that the big dining hall has been set up. Alindra is doing her best to remain poised and sitting up and everything. You can tell she's in just a great deal of discomfort in the wound and the healing that's trying to take place. It's going to take at least a week to kind of recover fully from that. Even with all the healing, it's just a grievous wound. So, Kianava's set up there. You're all, of course, able to eat if that's what you wish. Before Kianava, discusses at the table, Alindra thanks you again for your service and apologizes for everything else that happened, and thanks you for saving her. And seemingly, not quite begrudgingly, but like agrees with Kianava that the funds are indeed to take care of this issue. She's a danger to Evernight. It's not the way she likes to go about things, but she understands. It's more like she doesn't want it to happen this way. She just understands that you all have a prerogative here, and she's going to support you in that endeavor. Kianava, and you finish your meal unless you have anything to roleplay, of course. Otherwise, Kianava will be ready to teleport you to whichever location you wish to go. Anything anyone wants to roleplay before that?
How much gold did we get so I can plug it in?
Oh, I forget whatever she said 3,000?
there.
Yeah.
I think it was another 3,000 gold pieces each.
Hey.
Does Maeve take that, or is she
Maeve will actually, she will take it.
There we go.
Ooh.
Hey,
That's
there
not
you
like
go.
I'm a rich bitch.
It's not what, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha, boo. Gotcha.
I see you.
Now, if you're all ready, of course, as Epidite and Queen, she's exactly welcome here anytime. Here is and she'll give you the sequence to their teleportation circle. They have a teleportation circle here from Snow Keep. So they will give you the if anyone knows that teleportation circle spell. You'll have the key
Aga
now.
does.
I don't.
Maybe it's just
Can
around
I
your
sketch
head.
it? Do you think I?
Nice.
Aga,
You can give it to
Aga
Aga,
has
sir.
it?
That is,
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say that is not on my spell list.
I could have
No
taken it.
questions.
Yeah, I would have taken it, but Aga told me not to. So.
Aga.
Well,
Damn it,
we
Aga.
no. We did it on purpose so I could have a bitchin' spell. So.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Well, if you're ready to return to the Prime, would you like to return to Vossapel or the Hastes? Have you decided? Check. I'm hearing and talking. I just have to check on something.
Evie?
Yes, love.
She's stopping herself from calling you sugar tits.
Sugar tits. She wouldn't be offended by that.
Oh, it's amazing.
Your interest seemed piqued when she mentioned, well, not Mozzarella. I know this, the Prime isn't your home, right?
No.
Do you have interest elsewhere on the Prime, or would you like to join us in Mozzarella?
The only interest that I have is my ship. And if my ship can help us in our endeavors with Thaxl, wasn't the right person ever, but I would very much like to get my ship. But what is more important? A piece of wood or a body?
Well, wood is always important, but I don't know, Thaxl, what do you think? Would a boat help you in your endeavors?
To be honest, my contact is already on his way to get Nobella. I don't know if we need the ship. We could definitely go get the ship,
Could always on the future.
but he's already on his way. So she may be back by the time we get there. I mean, I don't know how fast he works. I mean,
Are you 100% certain that he is going to be able to do this?
Yeah. What if he fails? What's the contingency if he
Are
fails?
you relying on someone else?
he won't fail.
I don't like that answer.
He
Oh,
won't fail.
honey, don't let love blind you.
I said anything about love. I said a contact.
Maeve, I like you.
Look, my passive
So-
insight is really high as fuck.
I think so. I think
This is why I would never get married.
I think we should get Evie's ship because I want to believe that your contact is sound, but if he fails, then we're shit out of luck if we don't have a boat.
I mean,
Wait.
I don't
It's
even know your
win-win.
Contact.
yeah, if your contact gets her, then they'll be waiting for us, and if they don't, then we'll have a ship to get them ourselves.
Oh, your contact could also be bait too. That's
Oh, yeah, if you're not in love with
That's
them, then
actually
that's
not bad.
fine.
yeah. We could use them as bait.
I don't think so.
You don't
I
think?
can use you as bait, dear.
How? I'm not even there right now.
I don't know. I'll figure out a way.
Well, there's water, and
There's
you can use
water.
tentacles in the water.
Yeah.
We all know it now, so it's not a secret.
Yeah, it's not a secret anymore. We got all we all know now.
Yeah.
And I still whispered it.
I might say, having a ship in the long run is going to do us some good.
No, let's go get your ship. That's cool. Do I have to be on the ship? I feel better like in the water.
Who is your
I mean-
contact?
Like a
You can
dolphin?
hop off the side.
Who's my contact?
I'm going to start throwing a kid out the window. I know I joke about this all the time. I'm joking, guys, for legal reasons, okay?
Such a TikTok response.
She
I
wants
love it.
to. She wants to allegedly throw her kids out the window.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Just say allegedly.
In theory.
What happened
In
was,
theory, in my mind.
No.
There is one less kid in the house, allegedly. Sorry.
Amazing.
Are we in agreement? You don't have to be on the ship, Thaxl. I just want to get out of this particular portion of the Feywild where I don't feel comfortable.
Do you mind if I ask you why once we get to my ship?
You can ask me anytime. I'd prefer when we walk through the portal, but
Alright. Deal.
So how long is this boat ride gonna take? I'm not as, I mean, I'll handle a boat okay, but it's not.
Kinava jumps in. If you're looking to travel from Hazex to the Summer Cities, it'll take nearly a month. Weeks at least, a few weeks. But I can give you a one-time spell to transport. It should manage the entire boat, along with perhaps up to 12 individuals. A one-time teleportation spell to bring you, once you procure the ship, over to the Ikram port.
Oh, thank God.
At the very least, Zangard would be a safer option.
No.
But then it would only be a couple of days. I haven't been to this other place. I've only heard of it through intel, so the accuracy may be a little bit off in teleporting you to Ikram. But your choice. It's a rather grand spell, I must say. It's not an easy task to manage.
I trust you with my life, Kianaba, and Akari out there. Zankard is ran by a plague, and I cannot return there.
Thaxl, I really don't care about the specifics.
I'm just saying.
What the fuck, man?
I'm just taking care of your health.
You know what?
Do you want to die of a plague?
You'll have plenty of people to fight for that ship.
I don't want your ship. We're gonna get your ship. I'm just saying. When we teleport, we shouldn't teleport your ship to Zangard. I am in your face.
I'm gonna sucker punch her in the face.
If you genuinely want to sucker punch her in the face,
I genuinely want to sucker punch that bitch in the face because her ship is everything to her.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're gonna go get your ship, and then we'll teleport it not to Zangard where there's a plague.
I'm still gonna punch you. I don't really give a shit what you're saying at this point.
All right. You can certainly try.
So there won't be any. It'll be an improvised attack because it's Fest, and I don't think you have that as a speciality. So it's just a D20 plus your strength modifier, no proficiency.
Okay.
And what's your AC, Thaxl?
18.
Okay.
That's strength plus what?
Just a D20 roll plus your strength modifier plus whatever for your strength.
What's up?
What's
up? What's up?
What'd you get?
What's up, bitch? I love you, Dasha. What'd you get?
You have to hit an 18 or higher.
Oh, I got a 20.
Oh.
Okay.
So she kind of plops you. Of course, you're very resilient.
I have rings on my fingers
HP,
too.
so
I have rings on my fingers too. So, like on all three in the middle, on both hands.
Hold on. Not using spells, are we?
I mean,
go ahead and roll like a D. It's a D. Well, it's a D2. So roll a D4, and we'll cut it in half and round down for the damage, just so you have an understanding.
4.
Okay. Oh, sorry. That'd be for Evie. Sorry, just for her damage. So D4, Evie, and then
sorry.
round. We'll cut it in
D4.
half and round down.
I don't know what
This
that
is-
means, so I'll just roll a D4 and you do the math.
Okay.
Sound good?
Okay. Cool. Sounds good.
I was like, I do not
I
do
like
that kind of math.
it.
I got a 4.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's 2. It's 2 points of damage, Thaxl. You're a pretty diesel individual. So for you, it's like.
For you, it's nothing. And for her, it's not, yeah. Talk about my ship again.
Now I'm trying to save your ass. I'm not going into a town that's reigned by a plague. And you see, she's starting
I'm sorry.
to.
Did I ask for your opinion?
I start drooling. She has this feature called Hungry Jaws that I can throw myself into a vicious feeding frenzy that I don't hardly ever use.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is...
It deals normal damage, but I gain hit points back from it.
Okay, so when you do damage, you gain hit points. You're not making noise.
I mean, she never uses
Go
it.
to the hallway.
Oh yeah. Are you doing
Fuck
like how are you attacking? Are you like backhanding or punching or?
It's a bite.
Oh, okay. Where do you give a bite? Do you like bite the arm as she punches,
Yeah.
or?
That sounds about right.
Nice. It's almost in the same movement here. You, and she
Like
goes
she
first. Go
does
ahead
this,
and-
and I turn.
Yeah.
No, I probably like swing around and try to bite it
Okay.
that way.
So now you actually have that as a proficiency, the bite attack, the whole bite thing. So you can roll. I think that I don't know if it's strength or dex. It should say in there, but you'll be able to add your proficiency bonus to it.
Can I use it's a bonus action. I was gonna say I was gonna cast do the blood curse of blooded agony.
Oh my gosh. I'll say maybe
That's-
reactions at this point since it moved back.
Okay.
If you have any
Let
reactions,
me look a little bit.
it's like the D&D version of.
I know, and it's so different because I'm so used to playing casters. So this is
You're
like, this is like
mhm.
Where is it?
Step on the gas. Step on the gas.
Shut the fuck up.
Does a 19 hit?
I think
No.
that hit your AC. No?
Yeah,
Oh.
it does.
Ooh.
Yeah, it does. Sorry, I was
Okay.
on the wrong page. Yes, it does.
It's like,
Also,
holy
Evie is
cow.
just gonna stand there and just let her do it because she's just pushing her buttons.
So you've got this punch. This Thaxl's like.
I don't give
reach
a
around
fuck
and
about
bites,
no
and you're like,
bitch. I don't give a fuck.
nice. So you can roll whatever your bite attack damage is. So it's fairly minimal for both of you. I think you both have a lot of hit points. So it's almost like not play fighting, but like driving a point across fighting.
Oh yeah, baby. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
And you heal up from that.
And I
after that,
heal up 4 temporary.
Okay.
Or it's I think I heal up 4. Let me go back and there's 2.
So the wound of the busted lip. Well, I guess I don't know if you have lips. Anyway, see, it heals up. We're gonna say you have lips because Tassos is all about that. So.
It says I gain 4
No.
temporary HP, but I mean,
Interesting. Okay.
so
Yeah,
it's like, yeah.
so you both sort of make your point and look at one another like.
I mean, if you're trying to get in my pants, you should have just asked.
Oh, honey, please, you're not my type.
I mean,
Insight
no,
check.
type.
Not just kidding.
I've been with your type before, so I mean, I don't discriminate.
Whoa, 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 whoa. She gets like super serious for a minute. You win.
Like I give a fuck about giving you information.
But you just said you've been with my type.
Yeah, you're really good at me.
Thank you. Was this recent?
Why?
Or was this like years ago?
Why?
I'm like the last one left that I've never seen another lizard folk. Ever.
Wait, are you for real, love?
Why would I joke
Honestly.
about
No.
why would I joke about this?
No, you shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up!
We cannot have a civil conversation at this point. No, but for real, when I was gone for a year, yeah. Dude, does this mean we have to have a conversation?
Oh, we need to have a talk, and we're gonna have a lot of beer, and I gotta figure out.
I can't help you.
God, will you two just make out already?
Yeah,
The sexual tension is killing me.
I have to agree. Fuck
Get
or
it
fight.
over with.
I cannot keep going
Get it over with.
like this.
Damn.
You need to figure it out.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right. Hey, you help me with my ship. I'll give you all the information you need.
Hey.
Leo,
Okay. Yes. What? Yes.
don't talk shit about my ship.
I wasn't trying to talk shit. I just didn't want you to park it at Vanguard.
It wasn't my fault. I'm not the one who did it.
Hey, let's not do this again.
Keenan was like,
Let's go
It
get
was
us fucking.
taken from me,
Is
you
that
fucking oaf.
326?
All right, we all know what a circle is. Yes. Let's not keep going in one.
All right.
Evie, your ship is beautiful, delightful, whatever you want to
You
hear.
don't even know what it looks like. Shut the
let's
fuck
let's
up.
go.
Let's go see it. Let's go see it.
386,
Please.
it sounds like. Let's
Call
yes,
y'all.
please. And Alindra gives like a bow, and gives a more regal, befitting bow to Navriel, and then like one step down to
Calm
Thaxl,
emotions.
and then
Sorry.
Kinava escorts you to the teleportation circle. She talks over with the person running it, the energizer here, and. Yes,
Energizer.
well, this will bring you to the Kingdom of Lapitz in Rehazix. Port Revan, specifically. It's a center of the continent, the northern area. There are some settled towns and civilizations amongst it, as well as a rather large capital. However, not much else. There's plenty of wooded land there, but this will send you to where would it send you? This is the woods, right? This will send you to a forest. Well, there is not quite a circle. There are old ruins that act as a beacon to a teleportation circle. You can't return from it, but we can send you there.
Aye.
And it's perhaps a day and a half's journey on foot to the port from there.
Can we just
So-
go?
Yes, she gestures to the other person. Thank you all again. Should you succeed in your task, please send word or return. You, again, always have a place here with us. Let me give you a blessing for the journey. And she kind of makes this gesture, and this delightfully scented breeze washes over all of you. And you effectively, it's essentially the same stat you get from a hero's feast that washes, sorry, earbud, that washes
Turn around
over
and give
all
her
of
a
you.
kiss
Yeah.
after she does
Oh,
it.
I'm going to make a roll for her because. So she does that. She kind of closes her eyes for it, opens them up to see you rushing up and giving her a kiss. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit weird, right? But go ahead and make a persuasion check with your kiss, because she's very rigid and like separates his personal from everything else that she's come to be as a not quite a paladin, but as an avatar of Akali.
You said performance?
Persuasion, if you would.
Persuasion.
I mean, you can roll performance if you'd rather, whichever you wish.
I got a nat 20, so that's a 21.
Okay. Oh,
It's so beautiful.
takes like a couple seconds to go by. 3, 4, kind of like rigid lipped before she just like melts into your lips. and just takes a minute to really passionately, slowly kiss you, raises her hand up behind, the nape of your neck there, up into the back of your hair, and just a brush and a stroke down your shoulder and arm, and steps back. Please do return.
Relax, lovey. I'll be back.
And she hates to see you leave, but she loves to watch you walk away as you get your booty over to the teleportation circle. And same thing, it's sort of a secluded part. Door closes, and the different interchanging columns of or rows rather of stonework in the walls start spinning in opposite directions. Arcane glyphs light up, and this one actually has some powerful energies. So a few arcs of electricity on a couple of the pillars in here. So the runic circle beneath you lights up. They power on like big power switch, circuit breakers being turned on before. And again, rather than being spaghettified, this one's sort of much like the Avengers movie, just everyone turns into particles of dust and starts floating off, being sucked up to central pillar in the middle of the mage circle. But you feel as though as you're being grabbed by the chest and yanked to warp 6 through time and space until you suddenly come to this warbling whack, 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 stop. And the smell of pine and earth fill your senses, the sounds of a forest, and you look around and you find yourself on the edge of a small pond with a small stream that runs up to it and pools this small pond. A lot of greenery here, despite the cold weather. There is a bit of snowfall that covers the ground ever so slightly. And you find yourself on the continent of Rehazix, which is the Discord D&D one, in the kingdom of Lapit, which is also the Discord D&D kingdom. However, you find yourself about a day and a half's travel southwest of the port of Port Revan. It's nice to see that. Two things. I'm sorry. First, can everyone make, except Marielle, a charisma saving throw, please?
God damn it, Maeve.
She's immune to the memory effects.
How far?
Fuck
Wait. How far away are you guys from me?
Kiss my ass.
I'll be near
appear
you.
all
I got a
within the
17.
same grouping.
You guys get a +4 as
Oh,
well.
thank God.
I hope you guys don't remember any of it.
So
17.
Edie got a 21 in
21.
total. Okay,
21.
and Thaxl, that's a 17 in total.
17, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Surprising.
Marcon.
27.
Oh damn!
I have
okay.
a
Jesus,
plus 13 for
Oh
charisma.
wow!
Charisma saving throws.
Whew. Well, thankfully you all retain complete memory of everything that you experienced in the Feywild. That maybe you know this is a thing, and you're like,
Oh, thank you so
Oh,
fucking
yeah, it
much. I
doesn't
wanted that
affect you.
kiss so bad.
no, nice.
I had to remember that.
So much more fun when you don't remember what just happened.
Yeah, if we're all if you guys are all next to me and we're doing saving throws, just make sure you add that +4.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so Marcon, can you make a survival check for me, and anyone else that wants to gauge like time of day, or like time of day rather?
I could care less.
Yikes.
Be great with survival.
That's a 12.
We're like,
Or whatever. Time is just a concept that I will not be held by.
A social construct.
Mhm.
Time isn't real anymore,
That's
guys.
one thing.
That is such an Aladdin thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
But I
very
got
true.
I had a 12, Dan.
Okay,
my
12 for
survival check.
Marcon. Thaxl, did you roll too?
11.
Okay. All right. So I mean, best you can tell, you can't tell like what if it's around the same time frame, like how much time has passed, because as Marielle knows, sometimes when you travel between those two particular planes, months or years can go by. You look up at the sky; it's evening time. You can both tell. I mean, everyone can tell, but especially Thaxl and Marcon can tell. It's probably about 6 or 7 in the evening. It's a twilight hour. You can see some stars just starting to poke through in the sky, through the pinks and purples in the sky. but it's tough to tell like if they've shifted enough to be like how much time has passed. But actually, you know what, Mavriel, you would have a really good sense of this because you're sort of immune to these things, and you understand that the ebb and flow of time. So I'm going to say that if you could just roll for me I guess a survival check with advantage, if you will.
Yes.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
Snap.
Yes. Oh, thank goodness for that advantage, or else it would have been a 3.
Oh shit.
Mhm. Survival, you say, yeah? Where is that?
Ooh,
Oh,
yes.
she's a +5, so it's a 23.
23. Okay, so you can tell that it's actual accurate time. No time distortion has taken place during this trip because they clearly got their transporter person got it on point.
Boring.
Duplication.
Yeah, I see them all looking around in the sky, trying to. It's fine. No time has passed weirdly. It's fine. Oh, speaking of, and she's going to drop the winter form and go into her fall form. So the coral skin, the sort of strawberry gold hair, and
My favorite
How you feeling over there, Maeve? You feeling a little bit better?
so much better.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
You're kind of being a little bit of a
bitch.
a bit of bitch, yeah.
Wait a
We're
minute.
back in a Feywild. A little bit.
But
I liked
that
it.
about her.
You don't.
I liked it. It was
You've
sassy.
never met a bitch yet, then.
Oh.
She'll kind of wink at him and keep moving.
Nice. So you've got
Touche,
probably half a day's travel if you want to do it today. You've got the time. You rested because you just rested. It's a day and a half to get to the port. Would you like to do any traveling today? And if so, how much?
I will you be
Just-
my bitch.
Anyone have, like, I don't know, summon chariot so we don't have to freaking walk?
I can find the steed, so we got 2.
Oh.
So I guess if we just double up, I'll
Yeah.
find greater steed. So if we double up,
okay.
it should be fine.
Which is the Koshmere, the huge Koshmere nightmare, the big ass one that Marcon calls in. And then Thaxl has a nightmare as well, nightmare steed. So you can see the flames coming off, the hooves
I am
breathing.
not riding with Thaxl.
That's fine.
Get
you
on the
wanna
back of
walk?
mine.
Ride with Marcon.
Yeah.
There's too many classes.
They're up right now.
Okay.
Away.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
I mean,
He's doing. Just do you, man. Just do you.
I
Maeve,
need
are you
to
gonna ride with
do
us
you
or
with
what?
not
Of course.
mine.
I'm not walking.
Good. Coherence, nice.
Why would you want to walk? It's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Look, I have nothing against walking. We just don't have that kind of time right now.
Probably be a
out
straight
of-
day's travel with horse, just so you know.
Can I just
Okay.
say something real quick out of character for a moment? Evie has like the biggest crush on Maeve.
Aww.
So, I will try not to exploit that as. Maeve will try not to exploit it.
any way that you will.
I'll do my best.
Uh-huh.
I'm flattered. I'm excited.
I probably,
We're also
if we're
evil.
doing a day's ride out there, she's gonna, because I don't think she relayed everything in the scry. So she'll probably, like in conversation, relay all of that to Maeve as well. Like, also notice the world's dying, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it going to stop at the ocean? Can we just forget about? Do you really care about this particular continent?
I mean, I don't know where we're at, but I kind of care about Bosserel just a little bit. That's where I was from.
It's that hippy dippy shit that you're into, isn't it?
I'm a druid.
I know.
Hippy dippy shit is life.
I know. It's
I
your,
am of
it's
the
your brain.
earth.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
Can I just take some of my earth essence?
I have plenty
There's
of
a
earth
healthy,
essence.
musty earth.
Yeah, I was
essence
about
in
to
it.
say, I feel
My
like
earth
druidic
essence is a
essence would
little bit
smell
more
very musty and
I like
dirty.
the Fae style of earth essence, but God,
Icon.
you know,
Smells like the English countryside.
Yeah.
No, no.
like a bog.
Yuki.
What's up, Evie?
I'm just gonna start tapping on the back of Marcon's head.
What do you? Can you please stop that? What's going on, Evie? What do you need?
Yes, I've got some attention, love. All right. How long have you been with this group?
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
Shit, I don't know, like a few months. Give or take. Yeah, like a few months.
Yeah.
Like,
Been around. Mhm.
yeah, we've been traveling together for a little bit. Why? What's up?
Well, excuse me. Melissa is like throwing a hissy fit.
It's a Thaxl scent. I'm just kidding.
Popping up a hit.
It's very
Oh, no, it's
pungent.
lovely.
So pungent, even from miles away. No, I'm just kidding. I'm horrible.
Smells like
Love
sage.
you, Tasha. I love you, Tasha.
Yeah.
Smells like fucking sage.
And dirt.
I feel like
A little bit of dirt.
Oh,
my
the smell
God.
like when rain comes through, like and it kicks up
Okay.
little dust particles, and you smell it before the rain. There it is.
But
I'm gonna
with
pee myself, I swear.
but with a hint of must, just a little bit of must.
Of moss and forest and sage and oh fuck yes. I'm so happy now.
Clay.
What did I start?
Wet clay, wet clay,
Oh my God.
Wet clay in your basement.
and peat moss.
And spaghetti. There you go.
Awesome.
Deontay, I swear to God, I'm gonna pee myself.
You were saying.
Oh my God. I have to wear like pads when I go visit you guys.
Nice.
I mean, what do you think of them?
Do you want me to give you my opinion on somebody in particular, or everyone as a whole?
I mean, there's only 2 other people, so.
But like, do you want individual observations,
and
or do
who
you
the
want
fuck
a
is this-
collective average?
I mean, okay, individual and collect. Who the fuck is this Aga guy?
Oh, he used to travel with us for a little bit. He had to go away. He was a tiefling. Had this weird thing where he never took his armor off. I don't know if it was sexual, but he never took it off. And
He's kind of
I'd imagine it smells horrible under there because I've never ever seen him take that off. I like to take showers when we can. He said apparently he's bought. I don't know, but he never takes the armor off. I've never seen anything like it. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's just.
It's pretty gross.
My God.
Yeah. Oh, he's up. But other than that, other than his questionable hygiene, very, very, very analytical, very smart. Very. I don't know. I kind of like his demeanor. He's very, you know, clear cut to the point. Makes a great battle companion as well. He'll have your back in a fight. So that's what I'll say about Aga. But his hygiene is highly questionable. Don't know how he takes a shower like that. Just honestly disgusting.
Why? How does
This
he
is
get
what happens,
laid?
Aga, when you say the comeuppance.
Sorry,
Oh
not
my
sorry.
God. What do you think about Maeve and Thaxl?
I like Maeve. She's really cool. The one thing that I like about her the most is her mastery of people's minds. It really intrigues me. And it's something that I can hope to learn later on. You know, maybe you'd want to dabble in that as well. But Maeve is.
Ben, stop it.
What's the name? I like Maeve. I like what she's about, what she can do, how she's quick to think on her feet. Thaxl is funny. So it's gonna take a while for her to grow on you for sure. For me it was a little rough. She kept fucking my name up and I didn't respond to her.
I
And
mean, I swear to God, if she says the wrong nickname, I'm going to fucking gut her.
Just don't respond. That's what I did. See, and if she knows she's gonna get a rise out of you, she's gonna keep doing it. You know that, right? So I mean, if you want to feed into that, that's on you.
Touche.
That's not really her fault. That's her nature at that point.
Yes. I mean, do you think I'm doing all right? I mean, I'm a fucking pirate. What do I know?
Well, you're a pirate for sure. You really like your drink. I see that. You're very prone to punching people in the face, which is entertaining as fuck to me. I hope you do it more often.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you do
And
it
you're
more
welcome.
often. Yeah, it's funny. That's funny. When you guys had your little tiff in there, I didn't know whether or not y'all gonna kiss or kill each other. I had no idea. You had me on the edge of my seat. It was like watching a soap opera.
Okay, I'll just say one thing. If I ever kiss her, shoot me, kill me. Okay, deal.
Deal. And he'll shake her hand.
All right.
Marco's dead serious. He's like, yeah. It's like, don't worry, I'll kill you for sure.
Seriously?
It's like.
But I thought we were getting
I mean, okay, that's other lizard folk, not you. So like, you don't really have a say.
They're all the
in
same,
that.
We're all the same.
No, not all the same. That's like saying human beings are all the same.
I mean, how do you get past the scales?
I
always thought that was a little strange. I mean, I have tentacles,
Oh.
but you know, I can hide them pretty well.
Well, I mean, let's just say that you can use tails in so many different ways than you imagine. And tentacles.
Oh, I know that for sure.
Oh, I mean, what?
Huh? What?
I fucking love this. You're killing me.
But to kind of wrap up my point, all in all, like I've traveled with worse people. Thaxl's a little difficult, but I mean, she grows on you after a while. It just started happening for me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It took months. Yeah. It took months. There's a charm in how she likes fucking everything up. But I mean, you know, it is what it is.
I have a charm in that.
I don't know. It's
Goddamn delight.
I mean, I really like Maeve.
Oh, I can understand why. Everybody likes Maeve. I saw her turn an entire bar into like a super like wavy party, and I was the only one that wasn't affected, but I had to pretend. So I like took out my tentacles and started dancing. It was funny, but I wasn't affected at all. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I bet that was epic.
It was. Watching the people that I was traveling with at the time just lose their fucking minds. I think Thaxl was a rat, and she was dancing in her rat form. It was hilarious. Yeah. It was a joy to watch.
Nice.
But yeah, I understand your you know why you would like Maeve. I get it.
As much as I'm a pain in the ass, never mind. I'll just save this part of the conversation for later. I don't understand how people can like Thaxl, but then I do understand at the same time.
It's the weirdest phenomenon because I really didn't like her at first.
I
don't get it either.
Get it.
I really don't. I don't get it.
I mean, the only thing is, don't talk shit. Don't talk shit about my shit.
Oh, I see that. You're prone to punching people if they talk about your vessel. I understand. I get it.
She's like, I mean, Evie has snuck drinks, so like she's like kind of hammered at this point.
Nice.
I mean,
the inside pocket flask.
I really like my shit.
Nice.
And she
Like,
just
hey.
fall asleep on the back of
Aw.
Marcon's back.
Marcon will bunch up his tentacles so she can like lay on them so they're like a pillow. Like he'll just put them in the
nice.
back real quick.
Yeah.
Aw.
So it's
Oh,
just
keep her
like,
secure.
and then he'll pat on the head like, oh, a little drunky, and then he'll go back to ride the
Sweet
door.
dreams, Drunky.
Oh, little drunky, that's so cute.
That's amazing. Do you all want to ride through the night? Like, if you just do your 8 hours of travel, you can get there. It'll be like midpoint, 3 or 4 a.m.
How you guys
Or
feel?
As long as I don't tire out Rohirrim.
nope, they've got a good 8 hours of regular pace in them that will get them to the port city, port town.
Yeah. That sounds like a
Yeah.
plan.
Okay, Marcon, you on board with that?
Oh, absolutely. Marcon will ride through the night.
Okay, and
With
Maeve?
everybody
Oh, sorry.
else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she's just riding along, so if that's what Thaxl wants to do, she's down.
Neat. Okay, so you all, things quiet down as you're riding through the night. It's the twilight hour here, and you're going to be riding till like 3 or 4, about 4 a.m. No, I'm sorry, about 6. You're starting around 6 or 7, so like 2 or 3 a.m. you'll arrive. So things get quiet. The night creatures come out as you're riding through. There really aren't any paths per se. So you're going at a regular standard pace to navigate through woods that are sometimes open, sometimes more dense. You find some places, you're in the middle of the forest where you start. About halfway through the night, you break out of the forest and onto open plains before ultimately finding a road on your journey toward the port town. It's actually, so if it's 2 or 3 in the morning, you find yourself on a night that has a few clouds in the sky, a few wispy clouds, dark gray wispy clouds. Stars are out, the whole galaxy spread before you, and all its nebula and everything looks beautiful up above. As you're looking at that in the distance, slowly up over the horizon rises the view of a moderate-sized port town, not quite city in size or capacity. No walls to secure it or anything, just some rudimentary walls fastened up, nothing fencing more than walls. There are a couple of guards that you see in the distance as you're on the road and you take the turn to head up into this town. There's a couple of guards there that one's mostly asleep and the other one's just sort of looking up at the stars, not really paying attention much as the two of you approach. But it's a beautiful night. It's cold and crisp as you're right at the very, very end of December here, almost the last week and a half before the end of December. And Evie, you see, of course, just fencing and buildings, but the port extends off to the left of the city and off to the right. They do a lot of business in the center part of the dock, but the ships that are there for a while are docked on the very left or very right. And in the leftmost dock, you see your ship sitting in port. As you sort of jostle a little bit awake, and as you see that ship, and the cold bitterness chills, the freshly chills you all as you're riding fast paced on the horses. That's where we'll end tonight's session. Amazing!
Yay, she's gonna let out the biggest shriek and be like, Black Death! I'll probably freak out Marcon.
Nice. Now, for anyone that entered that raffle with their 500-bit cheers, please don't leave because those folks have have been entered now to be drawn by Vic, and we will let you know who's going to win. That I think it's a colored. I don't want to say colored if it's not, but
Colored
it's a digital character bust.
Yeah.
Not just boobs.
Not just boobs. Character
not
boobs.
Just boobs.
God
just
damn.
nipples.
Full
That's
color boobs.
Oh, man.
Nice.
No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
Which goes to Sword Thief.
Aww.
Congrats, Sword Thief! How exciting!
Congratulations.
Aww. If you too wanted a pair of Disney breasts, there will be another chance later in the week to win
Ariel.
Disney boobies.
Oh no, she's
Jasmine?
a kid. Never mind.
Yeah, Jasmine maybe. Yeah.
You should do that at
Just do it.
What was it? The truth or drink or
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do. I'll look. You guys keep putting in your raffle tickets. I'll keep giving away Disney boobies.
See, Steph is in agreement.
Nice.
Yes. Please, yes. Give me.
Awesome.
You got it, girl. You got it.
Sword Thief, I will connect you with. All right, let's see. That's just. I think that's Steph doing that, right?
No, Victoria's doing that.
Victoria. Okay.
Mhm.
So if you're not already connected on Discord, I'll just we'll check in with Vic and get you two connected, so that you can get that all set, and she will work that up for you. How exciting! Ooh, nice.
Very exciting.
Awesome. Thank you so much, viewers. I mean, you're just amazing. Thank you for just chilling with us. You're hilarious. You have great baking recipes, and you crack me up constantly. You all do. There's just so much fun hanging out with you all. Thank you for supporting us by being here. Thank you for supporting us by all the cheers in this time of need. I love these streams. I want to keep it moving. I want to bring you even more content, and this is definitely gonna help. There were a lot of roadblocks with the PC being old and not being able to do a lot. Now that it's dead, obviously I can't do any of it. So super helpful. Thank you for all the cheers. The hype train, second night in a row with the hype train. You all are incredible. It is so appreciated. So very appreciated. So this week our schedule is a little bit different, of course. So for anyone that wants to catch us on the regular, I'm going to back up a little bit to last night. We have every Monday night the Forsaken that our own Steph Skiles DMs, and that's a lot of political intrigue. 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern every Monday night for Forsaken. Political intrigue, floating cities, forbidden magic, a lot of awesome stuff. You've been watching tonight. Here's Lament, our all evil campaign. Every 10 p.m., every Tuesday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Well, you've seen it, you know what it's about. Every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern until about 11:30 or midnight is Madbird Squawks, and it's sort of our D&D therapy where we sit down, we break down everything with guests from across different campaigns, talk about all that's going on. And we take user-submitted questions live in chat as well as in our Discord. I'm just going to punch in our Discord command here. Please consider joining. It's a ton of fun, so much to do there. Discord D&D, and so many amazing channels in there. But there's also a channel to submit questions, so you can be heard. Your question will be heard and answered. This particular, thank you so much, Vic, for maximizing that.
You're welcome.
This week we have a special Thursday night stream that starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. And it's a board game night hosted by Victoria. Let's start with a number of us joining as well. So please join us for that. 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. looks like.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
1
fun.
to 2. Yeah, whenever we finish up that last game. It's unpredictable, so we'll put it that way.
Right. If you've seen any of our tabletop games like the board game nights, or any of the times we go off D&D, I mean, it's such a blast. I think you'll really enjoy it. This particular Friday rather, and every Friday thereafter, this Friday it's a premiere of the Madbird art stream. We'll have an exact name for it coming up soon outside of that, but that's Steph, where she sits down. She's going to do some of these raffle winnings character arts, the ones that she's taking on. And then in the future, it'll be more, just art of her art in general, mostly related to Madbird, including fan art. So if we come across a moment, you're like, you know how we do that. And we're like, we have to have fan art of this. We can see if we can convince Steph to take that on as the weekly, as that week's fan art. Every Friday night, you can catch from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Stormfall, which is our currently our longest running campaign with, I think we're on episode 119 is going to be this week's episode. And there's a lot of high drama. It's my most apt description for it. High drama, high stakes, a lot of feels and RP in that with some juicy battles. And then this particular Saturday, so every Saturday we have Tower of Dreams, DM'd by Andrew. It's going to be episode 4 this Saturday. Really interesting take on D&D and crafting and such, and a really fun story unfolding. It's amazing. That's every Saturday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. This particular Saturday, we also have, starting at noon, a special D&D one-shot DM by Sam, who plays Aaron Wynn in our Friday night campaign, Stormfall. And I think that, gosh, who's in that? I'm in that. And that's all I know. I just
don't
joined
have it
the
in
chat.
front of me. Yeah.
I think Joe from Forsaken, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm in it, and there's at least
There's
4 or 5 of us.
I'm sorry, I closed it. I apologize.
No, you're fine. No. I should have had it open. And then let's see. That looks like 3 to 5 Jackbox on this Saturday, hosted by Victoria, and that's always. I hope we do that robot rapping game.
We will absolutely robot rap.
I love
Absolutely.
That was so fleeping fun. And then, of course, our Tower of Dreams and its regular time slot. And then from 10 p.m. to 1 or 2 a.m. Eastern this Saturday, again, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday is blown up for fundraiser hype. It's a special board game night, another board game night hosted by Victoria, where it's going to get explosive. We may even have some truth or drink towards the end of that. And that was a rousing success last time.
Not me.
Drinking is always an
option.
Oh,
You will.
And I know, besides Dan, I know both Deontay and Tasha are going to be joining us, along with a bunch of other people. So
buckle up, Tasha.
It's going to be fun. I'm excited to not be the only woman.
Just keep the wine bottle by your desk.
Yeah. I bought a new bottle of the Casadores just for this weekend.
Yeah, baby.
The fun part about that to me, of course, it was sometimes, leaning towards getting Victoria to answer questions, but you can vote using bits. You can add additional votes. Yeah, Victoria's voting hand. Which one she's going to use this Saturday? Which voting hand?
I'm liberal with my voting hand.
Amazing. And then Sunday, of course, every Sunday we have the Obsidian Scar DM by our very own Victoria here. Yes, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern every Sunday night. Proper Naughty campaign. Again, if you don't believe that, or you're like, I don't know, that's a big claim. Go watch the past 3 episodes. Be like, what? But this Sunday we have Jackbox from 1 to 2.
Yeah, 2:30. 2. Yeah.
Okay. Hosted by Victoria, and then we have a special D&D one-shot hosted by a DM by Ed. And I'm so ecstatic about this because Ed, as any of you know, is just a phenomenal person. If anyone has like every talent under the sun put into one human being, it's Ed. And I've been so excited to have him DM, and I get to play in this. So definitely catch that. And then we have 5 to 8, I believe. More special board games hosted by Victoria. More fun. And then, of course, it leads into Obsidian Scar that will round out and wrap up our fundraising week. I'm really excited. We're working towards our goal. You'll see everything from our hype train and stuff and things today added to that during tomorrow's squawks. Ooh, okay, so I'm going to say, I think that's about it. Thank you, players, very much. An amazing night, all of you. It was so fun. I flipping love you all as people anyway, but also just so much fun watching you play. And I've got my popcorn over here constantly. And thank you, viewers, for being here, chilling, having fun, and catch all this fun, great stuff this week in our fundraising week. And I hope to catch you all tomorrow night with Madbird Squawks. I implore you to consider standing by as we're going to quickly raid the Saving Throw show. Who's all right? Come on, me. We have become part about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, of the Tabletop Gaming Network stream team, which is a very small stream team full of amazing streamers. I'm so thankful. I mean, I get it. Our players are awesome. Viewers are all awesome. I get why we're in it. Still really just amazed by it and happy. So pleased. So I'm going to stream one of our other shows, the Saving Throw show, which is a lot of fun. Great. And okay, I'm going to click that. We will catch you all, well, hopefully tomorrow, but otherwise soon this week. Thank you again. You're all so amazing. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Streams